Hello, chat. Hello, hello. I know I'm late. The state of play just happened, so I know we didn't get anything, but we're about to hop on a call with Donkey here soon to talk about everything. Um, but I know we didn't get anything, but the chat was insane. Eyes down, no, eyes up still, eyes up still. We ain't done yet. The big day hasn't even come yet. June 9. Hello, hello. Holy shit, the state of play chat was crazy. Yes, that was insane. That was actually insane. I'm so proud of what we were doing cuz oh my gosh, people went crazy. Um there was some there was some devious banning happening on IGN side. Um they were banning people in their chats for talking about it. I thought Sony's chat was banning it, but I was wrong. Um but yeah, man. It's happening. I wasn't expecting any Destiny related news. Yeah, me either. It was good to send the message. We went fucking nuts. Yes, we did, Ultra. The message is clear. Yes, it's definitely very clear. They heard it. Like if you didn't think they know now. So we got the message sent. 100%. I prime sub to Astacross for that emote so I could spam it. Oh, that's awesome. I was one of the Legion. IGN being stupid and annoying. Who could have guessed? Yeah. IGN can eat rocks. Yeah, we were getting timed down, banned in both the Sony stream and IGN, but mostly IGN. Okay. Yeah, I was hearing stuff that Sony was also banning and timing out. But people were just saying I was wrong about that. But I sent one message in the chat and I instantly got timed out on the Sony stream. So it's like, bro, come on. Keep the hope alive? Yes. Yes. Weevil Redrix. Remember, this is one battle. We have a whole war ahead of us. Yes. Just one battle of many. Because I'm sure the chat's gonna go. There's like two more game showcases this week, and I don't think there's gonna be any Destiny reveals like on. There's like the Summer Game Fest on Friday. I don't expect there's gonna be anything there, but spam the chat so the whole gaming industry knows. The Xbox One, spam it. So we have like many more times to get our voices heard. I'm sorry for bringing this up right now. I applied for the Sherpa role on the server a few minutes ago. Okay. I need to take a look at the applications, but I will tonight for sure. But thank you for applying. I will definitely take a look at it very soon. It's been a busy few days. Yeah, I didn't stream the state of play just because I was so busy editing this video, which is coming together very well. We should. It's like gonna be this new lore video is like might be almost 2 hours long. Yeah, I was working on that. It's like an hour and a half right now, but there's still at least like I don't know. I don't want to. There's a lot left, or not a lot left, but still a good title chunk. And we dominated the chat, meaning we achieved victory for this battle. But remember, we keep fighting hard. Yep, that was good. That was really good. Can you give me a role called Lord Chud on your server? Okay. I don't think we're going to get any Destiny 3 news in these days. I mean, you never know. You never know. But as long as we're getting the message, like as long as we're expressing our opinions, that's what we can do. And expressing our voice and just letting letting the world know what we want. Masterwork with that crossbow. This is my new camera. I guess I need to. Is it even a good roll? I don't know. There's a new method where you can like use a crossbow to get rid of your arms. Hi, Abaddon. I'd like to join your stream, but I have to work on college work since I'm offline or since I'm online. Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a chat with Donkey soon. Let me actually check. It might be like right now. Oh, yeah, it is right now. Okay. He's ready. Hello, Misguided Fate. Nice to see you stream when I'm actually around. Yeah, we're doing an earlier one tonight. All right, let me get with Donkey. Where's he at? Where does stream go? All right. Yeah, we're not cooked yet. We're not cooked yet. Yeah. June 9th hasn't even came yet, so we need to like like the day that matters the most is June 9th. That's not even came yet. So we it's not over yet. It's and it will never be over as long as you're playing Destiny. It's not over. Yeah, it's not cooked. It's not cooked just yet, and it won't be cooked. State of Play is pre-recorded. I wouldn't expect any Destiny news for at least a month. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I don't think we're gonna get an announcement, but as long as we're spreading the word, that shows them what we want, and that's. Listen, we'll get into it with Donkey in a little bit because we have a lot to say. Okay, let me go with Donkey real quick. All right, let me ring him up. Yo,
Hello,
what's
hello.
up?
Yo.
Dude, that
So,
chat was crazy.
yeah, I know the chat was crazy. Unfortunately, no Destiny news, but I'm really emboldened by the way the community organized.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Completely flooded with nothing but we want Destiny 3 the entire time. Like in all apparently I think IGN was also streaming it, and IGN might have banned it. They might have banned the spam, but like, and everywhere it was being streamed, people were spamming it. So I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, that was mission accomplished right there. I'm so proud of everyone.
Mhm. Yeah, and I was just saying to my chat that I think we gotta also bring the exact same energy to Summer Games Fest on Friday, and you know, be loud in those chats as well. Because even though it's like, sure, it's not Sony, like obviously Jeff can't do a boss call and make them do a D3, but it's just like being loud, like going to where everybody in the gaming sphere is centered around, and then just saying, this is what we want. Like, this is, as a community, we're fighting for this community and for the game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
It's like that's what I was talking to my chat a little bit too. The same thing. It's like on these next showcases, it's just like, don't really think we're gonna get anything. But if we're there showing up again, spamming the chat, it's showing the whole gaming industry what we want.
yeah.
I got a spot for the hot tub over here, by the way.
Oh, W.
I was thinking about it. It's like, we should go do it over here next stream. But yeah, it's like, we're showing, like, we're spreading the like I was not expecting it to be like the entire chat was just that the entire time,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Like, it was non-stop, dude. And I was low-key expecting it to, like, over time die down and maybe eventually get overpowered by other gaming conversations, but nah, dude. Every like and maybe it's just because like we organized in such a way that other communities didn't, so we had so much more of an impact. But like, it was amazing seeing that we couldn't stop. And I had to wait, dude. I had to wait 30 minutes to fucking start typing because I wasn't followed.
Oh yeah, me
So
too.
I was first 30 minutes, and then after that, I was like copy pasting every 30 seconds. Let me join.
Yeah, it's like it was like it's just I was not expecting that either. Like I thought it would, yeah, would like it was like every 1 in 30 messages was someone saying like, "Oh, who cares about Destiny?" It's like,
Yeah.
or like someone
Yeah.
talking about, "Oh, this game looks cool," and everything else was just, "We
Yeah, I
want
know.
Destiny," the entire time.
Yeah, and And I was, I was a little like I just came back from school like 10 minutes before it started, so I was kind of rushing home, and I was listening to Astacross on the drive, and like he was talking, like people were coming into his chat saying that people were getting like timed out and banned for spamming it. So I guess maybe they eventually gave up and just let it happen, because eventually there's just too many people like. And Astacross was kind of smart because what he did is he made duplicate emotes all with different names, and he named them like Sony Wolverine or something.
That's
So
genius.
like yeah, so they couldn't ban the word, or else they would be banning
Dude,
their whole thing.
Astacross, that's actually so smart. Yeah, because I saw you had the emotes, but I didn't know he named it like that.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing
Oh my
ever.
gosh. Dude. I'm just so proud of everybody, dude. Like everybody
Mhm.
showed up. Everybody showed up. Someone, it's
Yeah,
bad when God of War is shown in the whole chat as Destiny 3.
I know, right? Like that is
Oh my
crazy. Like the God of
gosh.
War game looks really cool. And how it looks like it's like this mix of a bunch of different mythos in one game, but like it was like even in front of that huge reveal of God of War, it's like hell no, dude, we ain't letting down. Only Destiny. That's the only thing in this chat.
Yeah, just unrelenting. Unrelenting.
Mhm.
The entire time it didn't slow down. It's just even when they were like IGN was going crazy with the bans, I think that's what I was
Yeah,
hearing.
I've heard that.
But it's like even with that, people didn't stop. I guess, and that just shows how much interest there really is in Destiny. Like people like to say it's
Hmm.
nobody cares, but it's like I feel like when there's a good update, people are gonna come back, which is Monument of
Hmm.
Triumph is like gonna be that. But it just shows that people really only like people love the universe still, which is it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I saw today Moist Critical was playing.
Oh
He
yeah,
started doing salvations with Sweatcicle and Dado in them. And we just need everybody to show up. Um, and hopefully, I'm hoping that we can do crazy numbers. I'm a bit worried about server stability because like Marathon was having some troubles today with servers, and they only were like having like 20K, I think, like almost like just under 30K concurrence on Steam. So I'm a little worried, like when everyone comes back for June 9th, like how are the servers gonna look?
yeah,
Um, So I'm hoping that Bungie said they're prepared. They said, oh, we're confident the servers won't crash, which is kind of ironic coming from Bungie, who they're kind of they're kind of notorious. They're not exactly famous for stable servers, so we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping people see the energy, man. Like even people, how many people were watching the state of play on Twitch? Like just under
yeah. It
100K.
was like
Everyone was
something like
seeing
that.
save
Yeah,
Destiny 3. We want Destiny 3. Like even if like even if Sony doesn't really give a shit, like who knows, right? But like at least the people watching are seeing this chat filled with people asking for Destiny 3, and they're like, and if they're completely removed from the situation, they're like, what the heck is even happening in the chat? And so maybe they'll eventually look it up, see the situation, try out Destiny at some point. It's like it's just organization of the community that does way more than just try and convince Sony. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, just like like it's showing the entire world. Like all those. I
Mhm.
mean, combine that with YouTube chat and like IGN or whatever. It's like might be like 150K people were watching just the Sony
800K
stream.
on YouTube.
Oh my
Jesus.
god. Yeah. And it
And
was just
and
all just
YouTube
Destiny
was
3.
spamming. I
Yeah, I
wasn't
was
checking
I
YouTube
was
chat.
popping in YouTube chat a little bit. They were spamming too. I don't, there was not as much as Twitch because YouTube didn't have the
Mhm.
like the emojis, but
Right.
it was still pretty good. So there was a lot of like Destiny 3 there still. And I saw that the marathon server stuff. I saw someone saying that was like a DDoS. I don't know if it was a DDoS attacks, but I
Yeah,
saw it could have been that. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
I have no clue.
Because it's a bit of like it could very well be DDoS because there are people out there who really hate Marathon. But it is also a Bungie game
That's
on
true.
a
That is
Bungie
very
launch
true.
day. And so it's like I don't know. Like maybe it could be DDoS, but it could also be just classic Bungie. If I think if the problem persists in the next, or like over the next couple days, it'll probably be more indicative of like an attack than just Bungie server issues. So I guess we'll see what happens over the week. But it is kind of rough. Like this is like the free day, start of the free
Yeah.
week, and it's not a good first impression to new folks. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But you know, the bright side it is though, I think we did good today. And
Yeah.
I think they'll maybe if there's an issue, they'll like figure it out by next week. I don't know. You know, I don't know how it works internally, but
Yeah.
I think they'll be ready for the server slam because
Mhm.
I wanted to beat
I mean, people
the record
are
so
gonna
bad.
show up. Yeah, I'm expecting. I think at the low end, I'm hoping we at least, beat final shape numbers. I don't think we're gonna beat Red War numbers at all, right? Like that's kind of a far fetch, but like if we can hit final shape numbers, that'd be a huge W. At the minimum, the lowest I'm expecting is like 200K on Steam, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like even at the lowest, as terms of like, what can we do? Like how organized is the community? Can we get everybody from across the gaming realm to join up? I think at least 200K, but obviously hoping to break the Steam player number. The problem is, as much as the community organizes, the difficulty with that is like if we lack any form of like official marketing for the update, there are just going to be people who aren't going to hear about it, who might still like Destiny, and they would want to hop in, but because there's no official trailer or whatever, they're just not going to see it. And so today, although like obviously there's the conspiracy theories, I made my conspiracy video. It's all just mostly for fun. I didn't truly necessarily believe that we were getting D3, but I was hoping we would get a Monument of Triumph trailer at least, like showing off this is the final update, look at all the good shit we're getting, but we didn't. But there's nothing, and so now I think there's just not going to be any trailer, which sucks.
Hey, that would be unfortunate. I really hope there is.
Yeah,
And they might do a thing where like they just wait until literally the day of, which I feel like they shouldn't.
which
But
is yeah, they shouldn't, but that is classic Bungie.
yeah, it is
They usually
classic
do
what
that.
they do most of the time. But yeah, I think the next push though, we need to try. Like I think it needs to break into the mainstream more, which is good. It's like Moist Critical. He's playing, which is great today. Like it's kind of like I think what that's like the next step of like
Yeah,
this movement. It's like getting these people who are like not necessarily like in the Destiny sphere to play Destiny. I feel like that is the next
yeah,
step.
yeah, and like Moist, he wasn't streaming when he was doing, uh, Salvations. I hope if he does show up for the final update, he streams that. I think maybe he wasn't streaming so he didn't get backseated for the raid, but
Oh, that's probably why. Yeah.
but I do hope like Moist. I do have faith Moist will show up. I would hope other big streamers do who have had an effect. Tfue would be cool to see him come back. Obviously the hopes would be like a massive streamer like Jinxie, but do you know if Jinxie's ever talked about playing Destiny before?
He has. I'm like in the Jinxie like train because I don't know if you saw like a few weeks ago. I put a tweet out like Jinxie, you need to come help us, and it got it kind of got a lot of attention because there was a bunch of his fans saying like this is a dead game.
Yeah.
But no, he's he's watched like I've seen clips of it on like TikTok of him reacting to a Destiny clip. I think he's done it like 3 times, like on his streams, like watch people's clips and then someone will send him a Destiny clip. And it's fun. Most recently, I think he watched one like maybe about 2 months ago, because it's like it was with Guardian Games, and then he's just going crazy because it's a guy and he's just used his Fist of Havoc and he's going around just like smashing people, and he's like, "What's going on? How is he doing that?" And then he was like saying how his friend in that clip, he's like, my friend used to play Destiny. Is it like Halo? It's like you're so close. You're so close to playing it.
Close, so close. Just try it out, dude. Just a little dip the toes in, please.
It'd
Please.
be awesome if he showed up because it's his whole thing is like guy who revives games, you know.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
this is like the perfect opportunity because this is like on it's Destiny 2 is like it's going to die, but we could do
Hmm.
something about it. So
Yeah. And what's
hope he
actually
shows
interesting
up.
is someone in my chat said any streamers who watch the state of play were at minimum exposed to the movement to save the franchise, like through the chat.
That's very true.
And like at least like in the past, sometimes I like to go and watch streamer reactions like XQC or whoever, and they'll usually like pop into the chat and see what's up. Like they'll try to see what the general vibe of the whole community is watching the event to see like how people are reacting and maybe feed off of it for their content or whatever. And like if any one of them have been looking at the chat, it was all Destiny, all save Destiny. So, by proxy, through all the people at least who are watching the streamers who watch the state of play, which is probably a significantly larger number than just the people who watch the state of play, um, they were also exposed to the movement, right? And so maybe there's some people XQC played Destiny back in the day. He did the Leviathan raids, and there's a bunch of other creators who did. So maybe people in their communities who haven't played in a while, who got reminded of Destiny's existence kind of, and they're like, maybe I should pick up Destiny again, right? Like any way we can be as loud as possible in front of as many people as possible is a chance to get an extra person to play Destiny on June 9th, or an extra person to sign the petition or do whatever. Um, and so we got to keep doing what we're doing, guys, because we showed up today to fight for Destiny, and we got to show up on Friday as well. Jeff, I want Jeff to say something, dude.
Dude,
Jeff has got
Jeff,
to get on
please.
stage and say fucking anything about Destiny. Like
He
just
would
a
be
single
redeemed
word.
after the High Guard shit, dude.
Yeah, true. Like at least be like, oh, I'm reading the chat and everybody wants a Destiny 3. Like just say anything about Destiny.
Is that gonna be live? Yeah, because Game Awards
It is
is
a live
live.
event,
Okay,
yeah.
Jeff, please. Jeff, I need you.
Jeff, we need you, dude. We need you.
No, but yeah, like you make a
one-
great point though. Like everyone streaming this event, because I looked on the Twitch directory for like it was like under special events or something, and it was like
Yeah.
it was not just like there's other stuff going on, but I think I was like I don't want to say I forgot the number, but like there was like a good it was in the hundreds of thousands I think of people like in total being streamed for that event. So it's like, add it all up. That's like, there's a bunch of new eyes on the chat, because like you were saying that streamers will pop in the chat and see what's up. So that's a lot of new eyes on the movement.
For sure. And I'm a little, I don't know, like obviously throughout the past week we've been on the copium train. I think most of the community has, based on whether it be just some weird coincidences or DMG's communications, over like a couple days ago with the Guardians make their own fate and don't go quietly into the good night. Like people really like hopped on the hopium train after those comments, and I feel like although we didn't get anything today, which I think was expected despite all the conspiracies, I don't want people to like not have hope for the future of Destiny because it wasn't in the state of play. Because the state of play is pre-recorded. It's probably been recorded and done for like a month. This whole Destiny situation is like just over a week old. There was no way I think that there was going to be any Destiny news outside of maybe a trailer in the state of play, and and so I think the reporting from Paul Tassi and Jason Schreier are looking to be pretty credible still, right? Like obviously the whole conspiracy about this being a marketing tactic seems to be kind of over now that the state of play has passed, unless we get something on Summer Games Fest, which I doubt. And so now our prerogative is not just to be on the copium train, not just to be like, maybe it's a marketing tactic, but to be like, okay, maybe Destiny 3 isn't greenlit, like the reporting says. So now it's time to actually fucking, start driving the train. I don't know, get on the movement to be like, okay, now we got to actually make it greenlit. There's no chances it's already greenlit. So now we got to make it greenlit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. Like,
Um,
yeah, I think like the developers, like they are fighting for us right now. It seems like
mhm,
that's like the takeaway I had from DMG's tweets were like pretty much like he's like literally echoing what people like the do not go gentle into that good night. Like that was, now it's like a whole big phrase. Like people are just saying that
mhm,
so much now. But like I was saying that like the Rage Against the Dying Light in my comments like a week or two ago already. So like that's like
mhm.
he's just echoing what we're saying. So to me, it's like that's
Right.
him saying we're on the same side. We're fighting for you. And I think it's also
Mhm.
saying like keep it up, don't stop because there might stuff's happening internally. I feel like
Yeah.
it's that's just him showing don't stop because
Mhm.
something there's conversations
Yeah. I
happening without a doubt. So
I think
yeah.
so too. And because Paul Tassi reports that Bungie doesn't want Destiny to die.
Yep.
Obviously. Okay, Bungie, there's no way Bungie would ever want Destiny to die. Like they put in so much work into this update, into what was going to be Shattered Cycle, that there's no way that Bungie was like, without any influence from maybe Sony or from whoever, to shut down live service. Like they were working hard. And so I think that I wouldn't even be surprised if Justin Truman is fucking in the background, studio head, doing what he can to fucking keep Destiny alive. Like, and
I think
so,
so.
like, whether it be the petition, trying to juice player numbers, and then, like, I think that's just fuel to the fire. That's giving the devs and the people behind the scenes enough momentum and enough, like, evidence and support so that they can go to whoever needs to be convinced that a Destiny deserves a future and say, here's the numbers, here's what the people want. If we give them what they want, we can make a successful and profitable game and then get something greenlit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's like
Um,
I really think like, this update is Bungie, the developers are like, okay, we're gonna make the greatest update of all time for you. Here you go. They're doing their part by giving us like the most peak thing of all time. Our part is showing up and fighting for the game on that day by just playing it over, like keep playing every single thing we can and keep playing for as long as
yeah.
we can. And like, um, that will like that will help them prove to Sony that we still care. Cause yeah, I agree. Like I think like Justin Truman, as he's had his, the things he said about over delivery in the past, but I always thought
Mhm.
he was a day one developer. You know what I mean? Like he was there
Yeah.
from the beginning, or not beginning of Bungie, but like he was early on in Destiny. He started as an engineer. He worked his way up
Mhm.
to being like the part of like the franchise. I forgot what exactly what it is. Like he's up there at the top now. He's studio head, but like
Yeah.
he may have said some things in the past, but like he's still a developer. He was a developer, where like Pete Parsons was an ever developer, so he didn't really have that connection with the creation in a way I think
Mhm.
Truman has. So I think Truman's fighting
Yeah.
for us. I really do think so, and
Mhm.
I think just Ju9 is gonna be their big evidence. It's them being like, let us like they're pretty much being allowed to make whatever they want. Because it seems like
Yeah.
this update they are unleashed because I guess the
Mhm.
people at the top don't care anymore. And it's like, oh wow, when they
Yeah.
actually do what they want to make, you get the greatest thing of all time.
Mhm.
So that is it's gonna prove if a lot of people show up, which I think it's going to happen definitely. Like it's gonna prove it's gonna be data for them to show. Look what happened when we listen to the fans. We make what they actually like. We give them what they want. We don't give them crap like the portal, which I think we talked about before. But I think that's something from the higher up. It's like we make something that the fans want. They show up.
Mhm.
That shows there's interest, and then we're gonna be evidence for them. Is I guess what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at. It's gonna be a
Exactly.
good thing.
Yeah, and it's we have the potential to do something similar to like the Division, when Division was going out of service, but the players surged the numbers. They stuck around long enough to convince is it Ubisoft
Yeah, Ubisoft.
to to invest into Division 2 again, and then greenlight a Division 3.
Yeah, that's crazy. And a
Um,
Division movie, by the way.
wait, really? I did
Yeah,
not
there's
know
a
that.
Division movie.
Wait,
Like,
what?
there's so much. Like, I told him, like, dude, we could pull this off, dude. Like they stopped making content for like 5 years. People kept playing. They're like, okay, let's make expansions. Oh, we'll also make Division 3. And I think there's a Division movie being made in there as well. It's like, yo, there's, I don't know, people love
That's
Division
crazy.
Universe this much.
Dude, we can finally get the Destiny TV show, dude, that we've been fucking asking for since Beyond Light, man. What the hell?
Dude, I still think if they had, like, bro, it pisses me off that they were going to make a show with Netflix, and then Sony was like,
Mhm.
no, we'll do it. And they proceed to do nothing.
Right.
Because if that
Yeah,
Netflix show
they
got
ran.
made, bro, I think we would have had an Arcane or Cyberpunk effect, you know, like
Yeah,
where
for
the
sure.
show is so good, it pulls in a whole new audience, and that audience goes to like try the game. And you know, with Arcane, it didn't really work because you go to Arcane, you go to League. But from Cyberpunk to Edge Runners to the game, like the game saw a massive resurgence because of the success of that
Right.
show. So it's like I feel like there have been a similar resurgence with Destiny after a really good show, and you just have it was about to happen with that Netflix deal.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that.
You know, and what's interesting, I guess, since we're on the topic of like the devs fighting for us still, it's like how when DMG during DMG's like on Sunday, his cryptic tweets, there was also the reply from the franchise director
Oh yeah.
who replied to one of his tweets, and it's like that's like I feel like that's a pretty high up position at Bungie to be like the global franchise lead or whatever, and you're like feeding into this whole save Destiny movement. Like this screams to me, you know, almost like obviously probably Sony is the one pulling the plug on Destiny. And it's just such a mistake because like I've been using this analogy of it's like Sony bought an old car, right? Like Sony bought an old car with fucking 300,000 kilometers on it. Fucking, it's old as shit, but they overpaid. They paid maybe like, you know, it should have been worth $5,000. They paid maybe $20,000 for the car, and so but they expect the car to like run perfectly fine, like it's brand new, because they bought Bungie and Destiny basically at the end of its main story, at the end of the Light and Darkness saga, and so because it was coming to an end, it needed a refresh. It needed some new life breathed into it in order to convince people to stay. So that could either be a Destiny 3, Destiny Infinity, or just like a really bold vision for the future of Destiny 2. Like an even bigger, broader Fate Saga than what we got. But Sony buying the car was like, you know, oh, I know the car needs an oil change, but I don't want to spend the money on an oil change, dude. I don't need new tires for the car. In fact, you know, let's fucking take these tires out and let's fucking put some bald ass tires on there. Let's lay off 20% of the company and expect the car to run the exact same. And so it's almost like this self-fulfilling prophecy of like Sony is expecting Bungie to perform the same or outperform themselves despite the, you know, just the writing on the wall that was the ending of the Fate Saga, as well as the overpaying and probably unrealistic revenue targets that they were given. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know. Sony just has to recognize that they were basically scammed by Mr. Petey Poo. Okay. And then you know, and then be like, listen, although we kind of got scammed, there's still value here, and we have to actually,
God.
you know, maybe we got to spend a little more money to make even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, exactly. Like they just it's like it's like I still don't like the whole expectation thing is crazy to me. It's like you're
Yeah.
saying, end of the saga. Clearly you need to when there's an like you're trying to avoid the MCU effect, right? Well, after Endgame.
Right.
Which you know, when it's the finale of a story, it's like people are gonna drop off if they don't have a big reason to come back. And you know, Fate Saga, you know, it's a reason for a lot, but like it wasn't the big the big oomph, the big pull that people
Mhm.
really needed, like the
Right.
mainstream needed. And it's like, yeah, like you're saying, it's like they literally just kept chopping off the limbs of Bungie and expected them to then run a marathon.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but
Ironically.
uh, but it's like, you know, like, what are we doing? And then we're like, oh yeah. And then it's like this also really angers me. It's like it feels like Sony made so many bad investments with like other live service IPs, and
Mhm.
then they're like, maybe live service isn't working out. You know what? We're just gonna kill the one that's actually working. It's like, I
I
mean, live
know,
service is
dude.
such like an untamable beast.
Yeah.
But like Destiny figured it out. Like Destiny was working for 12 years. So it's like,
Mhm.
why are you getting like it's like just because Concord failed doesn't mean Destiny needs to go.
Right.
It's like they're taking their anger out on their golden goose. Um
Yeah. And it's like because it's not like live services are a guaranteed failure. Like sure like
yeah.
there's a like live services are like oversaturated. Everyone's trying to make a live service and a lot of them are coming out and they're flopping, right? Like Concord. Like there was a recent one like Spellcasters Chronicles that just announced they're getting shut down. That was like a Concord level like kind of failure. And so like but there are successful live service stories that are recent. Helldivers is a success story. Marvel Rivals is a success story. Overwatch relaunch
Yeah, that
is a
worked really
success
well.
story. It's like it's not that it's not that live services themselves are failing just because it's a live service. It's just that a lot of what is being sold to us, like a lot of the products are just not compelling enough to get people involved or like the scope is just not big enough. Like you just need a really big universe or something to really sell to the player to get them to play it, right? And Destiny has that. It already has it baked in. You just like you just need to not lay off 20% of Bungie staff to make it happen. And
Exactly,
you need
yeah.
to not like what Liana Rupert was saying like don't I mean this is more so like probably P Parsons fault, but don't purposefully kill Lightfall and cut all the good content from it to make a dog shit as expansion for no reason, for whatever reason it is to make yourself richer, right? Like if you just have a team dedicated to just making the game as best as possible without corrupt management down their throat, then like just like in this June update, they can fucking cook the best updates ever and then get the entire community to do a 180 on community sentiment and say, "Hey guys, we want to fight for Destiny so hard, we're going to fucking beat our head against the wall of like Sony headquarters, dude, to get it to happen." Like there's people organizing protests in front of Sony headquarters, dude. Like,
That's crazy. I know. Yeah, it's
ah,
just wild. Like it's like and yeah, it's like when live service works, it works. And there's like yeah, like you're saying
yeah.
there's recent proof of that. And I feel like Sony like they keep just making the wrong plays and then it's like I feel like they brought it out on Bungie, but it's like, if you let the developers cook and like you invest like with like you were saying like with Helldivers 2 and Marvel Rivals and like the relaunch of Overwatch 2 which or just rebrand to Overwatch. That worked really well. Like Overwatch, I looked at their
Mhm.
numbers. It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's doing great.
So it's like, you know, like I feel like that like with Overwatch, like I heard that they're adding like so many new heroes and stuff like that, like their usual
Mhm.
cadence. It's like when it seems like when you just take your hands off, like the higher ups take their hands off and
Mhm.
let the developers just be creative. It's like what you get a great product.
Mhm.
And I feel like
And
that's
the
exactly what's happening
community
with Destiny.
fights for you, dude.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
community stands like they fight for you, bro. Like look at Warframe. Like they've consistently put out good quality and their success has just continued to go up and up and up and up because they just meet the quality and every Warframe players are like Jehovah's Witnesses, dude. They'll knock on your door and they'll be like, "Yo, bro, want to play? Have you ever heard about a Warframe? You ever wanted to join the Tennos guys?"
Oh.
And like you know
That's
what I
so
mean?
funny.
Like they will fight for you, bro, if you just give good products. And that's what we're seeing in Destiny. Like, and what kind of sucks is, there's obviously the idea of like voting with your wallet. Like if you get a bad product, like what kind of what we got with the Portal. Like it kind of shaked up the gameplay, like the core gameplay of Destiny in a way that most people did not enjoy. So people said, okay, I'm not going to play. You know, I'm not going to give my play time. I'm not going to give my money until this is reversed or changed in some way. And what sucks is despite the players doing that, like literally voting with their wallets and shit, instead of looking at that, Sony being like, oh, maybe we should try to fix the game. Like at least Sony, Bungie, obviously, we know now that they were definitely listening the whole time.
Yeah.
But Sony doesn't see the numbers and go, okay, let's make the game better. They see the numbers and they're like, people don't want Destiny. When it's the opposite. We want Destiny. We just want
Yeah.
a better Destiny.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
Right?
the whole thing with like from Paul Tassie's reports, he was saying like they started talking like the reason to shut down Destiny 2, like the whole like that all came up earlier this year because of Renegades. Remember, it's like Renegades failed because for I think two big reasons, which I don't think it would really. I mean, to the player, I think it was a good expansion, but like failed in
Right.
accordance to their expectations. For it's one because it went off the backs of Edge of Fate, and Edge of Fate's big issue was like just the freaking portal. Which the portal
Yeah.
again, I'll keep saying this over and over again. That was not a creative decision. That was from the higher ups, without a doubt, because
Yeah.
it looks just like a Hulu screen.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so that's a bad management call right there. Okay, and then the second reason is another bad management call. It's making it a Star Wars crossover, which, granted, it
Right.
wasn't like Fortnite where there's Darth Vader walking around, but the main complaint as soon as Renegades was revealed was like, we just want Destiny. We don't really want Star Wars in our
Yeah.
Destiny. Which I think that's why people
Exactly.
didn't come check it out. It's like, okay, I'll wait for the next expansion when there's just Destiny and there's no Star Wars flavor
Mhm.
in it. But no, they don't see they don't even recognize that. They're like, "Oh, they would wanna" like, the Star Wars deal was 100% whenever that deal was made, maybe it was when P. Parsons was still around, but no, it
Yeah.
definitely was, but I don't know if P. Parsons
Definitely was,
was
yeah.
the one, you know, creating maybe he's a genius salesman, so maybe it was him being like,
Mhm.
"Lucasfilm, you should do a crossover with Destiny," and somehow I still don't even know how it came to be, I'm be honest, but, like, yeah, it's like bad management calls that players just absolutely hate. They don't come play the expansion. Okay, we're gonna cancel
Mhm.
everything, and we're not even gonna green light. We're not even let you green light anything the fans want. We're just gonna let it die. Like what?
Yeah.
So bizarre.
And it's like, you know, the difficulty is that people, despite maybe not enjoying the year of prophecy, right? Because of all the different reasons, it's like people are now faced with like, okay, we'd rather have some Destiny or just Destiny over like we'd rather have Portal Destiny over no Destiny. Right?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's just it doesn't make any it doesn't to me make a lot of sense to look at the year of prophecy, um and then be like, okay, back in February or March or whenever it was that they decided that Destiny was coming to an end, and be like, okay, let's get all the devs for 3 more months to keep working on this product that we know is going to come to an end. Keep working on Shattered Cycle, even though none of it will be released. And then, or at least most of it, most probably the story content and the raid content, like all of that's not going to be released. But we'll scavenge its bones and we'll bring like distortions into the game or whatever. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense for a free update to be
Yeah.
like, let's spend 3 months worth of development dollars on this. Like if you were just going to end live service, you would think that they would just do it when they were going to do the delay, if that's when their decision was made. And so that's what's still so weird to me about this. That still makes me think like Bungie's trying to do something. Is like they wouldn't. I don't like. Obviously, management can be this stupid. They can be dumb and make dumb decisions, as we've seen in the past. But it's such a weird decision to make that it's like it feels too dumb, like it's
Exactly.
too
Yeah. It's
silly. You know what I mean? Which it could be. They could be the dumbest people on the face of the planet Earth, and their decisions are whatever. But like, it's just so unbelievably dumb that it's unbelievable. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like
Like, surely.
no way throwing away an IP that has a baked in franchise. I would literally, like you were saying, like literally would show up. even if we were getting an Ashen Iron a year, bro, people would still play it because they just want
Mhm.
Destiny still. They don't want Destiny to go away. And it's like that, yeah, the whole thing with Shattered Cycle, it's like it's insane that like Old Chicago literally exists right now, and we're just not gonna see it. And Old
Mhm.
Chicago has got thrown out like how many times over the course of the years now?
I know, right?
It's like, dude, poor Old Chicago. It's like every time
Yeah.
Old Chicago gets put in their story, it's like something happens and it stops from being introduced. But it's like, yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons I think like Destiny Infinity might still be on the table because like what they could
Mhm.
do is like well that one of the things that could be greenlit is a Destiny Infinity, and they could just like take a year off, like say
Mhm.
maybe hypothetically, get on the hope train here. Like they, summer's just insane numbers. Then
Mhm.
they had like release a statement or whatever because something gets greenlit over the course of this time because I guess they want to move fast, strike while the iron is hot, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, Destiny Infinity, it's to me Destiny Infinity would not cost as much as D3 because
No,
like
it would definitely
like it would be
be
like
more
oh
cost effective.
yeah because you're not making a whole new game or anything, and you would also start making money faster because I think they could release it in like a year and a half. So
Mhm.
hypothetically, they could greenlight that, and then take a year off. Say like we'll come back next summer or something, next fall, and then drop Destiny Infinity, which like would be just like a relaunch of the whole IP, and then that's when
Mhm.
maybe Destiny Infinity's like launch could include with like an Alchemist and Shattered Cycle like combo,
Right.
like them into one
Yeah,
DLC.
like a Forsaken double destination expansion,
Yeah.
like a one dungeon, one raid, huge story. Um, I've been thinking over the past like since the whole Destiny Infinity story came out, how like no matter what direction Bungie goes in for Destiny, whether it be D3, Destiny Infinity, they just pick up they just pick Destiny 2 back up where they left it, whatever they do. Um, I still just want more Destiny. So I
Yep.
don't care
Exactly.
necessarily which way they
Yeah,
go.
me either.
But like looking at all of them, I think personally I would prefer just a fresh new game. Fresh start, fresh arc, fresh saga, whatever, Destiny 3, build from there. But I'm not opposed, and I would be perfectly fine with also a Destiny Infinity, where I think Destiny Infinity would still have to do a lot. Like it couldn't just be, hey, we're gonna take a year and build this massive expansion. I think they would also need to do something like, here's a fuck ton of PvP maps and Gambit maps and strikes.
Oh yeah.
Here's
Yeah, for sure.
maybe they bring back Red War and Forsaken. Like they restore the game like from Destiny to year 1 all the way to Renegades. Maybe not, maybe they couldn't include all the seasonal content for whatever reasons, but at least the main campaigns. They could like, do something like that. Bring back those two campaigns, Curse of Osiris, Warmind as well, why not? And then big Forsaken sized expansion, Shatter Cycle, Alchemist into one, it made a baby into one big thing. And then from there build into the saga with major marketing push, major rebrand. I think that could do a lot of wonders. And restore a lot of people.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. Like I think the like I think a benefit of a Destiny Infinity would be like one I think you'd
Mhm.
have to have like a restructure of the New Light camp, like they give New Lights a proper campaign, whether that's like you're saying
Yeah.
bring back Red War and have that be the intro to Destiny, or make a whole new campaign, whatever, but
Mhm.
like give New Lights a proper like fix the tutorial, like getting people like the onboarding process, like that needs to be
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how the internal stuff works, but maybe they could do some stuff on the technical side if they have a
Mhm.
lot of time, like upgrade. I don't know the specifics, like so like I don't know if they could do much to the engine, but like you know take some time, maybe change things internally if you can, or on the technical side of things. But I think
Right.
there could I think a Destiny Infinity could do a lot of good for it. And but I'm yeah, like I'm with you though. I'm fine with whatever direction
Yeah.
they take. But
And
yeah.
yeah, and on the technical side, I feel like two things would need to happen. Number one, I feel like for Destiny Infinity, old gen consoles got to go.
Oh yeah. Oh
Whether
yeah.
like obviously Destiny 3, same thing. Infinity, bare minimum, old gen consoles. It's been, I don't, how long has it been since the PS4? Freaking like 15 years or something.
Something like
Or
that. It came out like
how many
what,
years?
2013?
12 years maybe. Yeah, 12, maybe 12 years, 12, 13 years. Like, obviously we know like it sucks that PS5s and new consoles are now more expensive because of because of the RAM oh my goodness, shortage. Um, but like we eventually gotta move on at some point. And then simultaneously, if possible, like a Destiny 3 would probably make it a bit easier, but maybe an engine upgrade, move us over to the Marathon engine if possible. The problem with that obviously is like, would we have another Beyond Light situation where if you can't just update the engine and then bring everything with it, you would have to maybe like restructure the content to fit into the new engine or new version of the engine. Like, obviously we don't know the specifics, but if possible, I would like the Marathon engine or the
Yeah, like that would be
engine
awesome.
upgrade,
That would be
whatever.
awesome.
Like, just make the game feel new, you know?
Yeah.
It can't just feel like the same as, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
100%.
sell the relaunch.
Which like I think we've got like yeah, we would have to like they would have to I think add a bunch of like stuff to the core loops like you were saying. But like it feels like Monument of Triumph is going to be like a perfect foundation for them to like build
Mhm.
up a bunch of cool stuff on top of that, which I think,
Exactly.
that's why like I think like a relaunch would work because they can use the foundation they've already kind of set up and then just work from there. Um,
I literally, dude, like, oh, dude, Monument of Triumph is so good. Everything is getting some type of love. Like all the destinations are getting revamped. We're getting like almost like Diablo Helltide world events on all the different destinations, which has itself, I think it has its own unique armor set and has weapons associated
yeah,
with it. Like all the raids and dungeons are getting reset or getting refreshes. Um, you know, like all the core playlists are getting refreshed. Like everything is getting refreshed.
SRL,
Everything is
Pantheon,
getting
it's
broad. SRL, Sparrow horns, fucking like this is the perfect foundation that everyone has been asking for since literally Destiny 2 vanilla. Like
literally, bro, literally.
like this is perfect. Like we were back to the weekly reset grind that we lost when the portal came out. We have basically the Destiny 1 style quick play weekly featured modes on the directory screen. It is the perfect place to build off of. Like this is where the Fate Saga should have started. You know what
Yeah,
I
like
mean?
I just what if this happened last summer? What like would have been a totally different
Dude,
timeline.
we like it's such a different timeline. I don't even like if Bungie did this and they had a crazy marketing push because like to be fair, I liked Edge of Fate story. I think it set up the Fate Saga really well. Like outside of the portal shenanigans, the marketing just wasn't good enough. Like I feel like their
Yeah,
marketing budget was definitely cut
100%.
because all we really got was like a couple trailers and then like a
It's like
couple
two
dev
live
streams,
streams. Yeah,
and it's like, and it all happened like only like a month before it came out. There was no build up. Like this was supposed to be the new saga, you know. This is something that should be a major push, and it was just no marketing. A lot of people who left after Final Shape probably didn't even know it was happening. Um, and they also obviously had the portal issues. If they had this plus Edge of Fate, and then they just fucking marketed the shit out of it, we would have had. I don't believe we would have had as bad of a fall off. Like maybe not Final Shape numbers, but definitely not Edge of Fate numbers. You know what I mean?
and it would just be like it'd be just a totally different timeline because it'd be just like there wouldn't really be a major fall. Like you would have a lot of retention from the previous, which I mean, it wasn't even that. I mean, it was like a third came back from Final Shape on Steam. But like you could, I mean, it would have been like, or for Edge of Fate, it was like what 100,000 from a 300,000. So like, wasn't the worst thing. But like you would have, I just would have been, this would have been beautiful if this happened last summer
Yeah.
because people just would have came back, after a year.
Yeah, and I think a major problem is I think Edge of Fate was like the anti Lightfall. It had a good story, gameplay sucked.
Yeah,
Lightfall had bad story, gameplay was good. And I think in both situations, like Lightfall was a failure, not just because the story sucked, but because the story sucked. Like they had the initial sales, but there's obviously people who don't pre-order. They wait and see. They wait to see what the reviews are, and they see, how bad the reviews are, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna skip Lightfall. And so it was a failure because the post-launch sales weren't good. Edge of Fate was, I think, in a similar situation where it had weak, like probably launch sales, just considering what the player numbers were. But then because the reviews, because of the portal, were bad, still people didn't pick it up again after that. Like there weren't any post-launch buyers that picked it up. And so like in that way, it weirdly had the same effect as Lightfall on the studio as being like a revenue suck, kind of like what Lightfall was. Like that's
Yeah.
why, Bungie was struggling with money. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so if we just had this moment that we're having now, then it would have been so different.
And it'd be coming off of Heresy. Oh my god. It'd just be perfect. It literally would have been perfect if this happened. Even if it happened like last fall or something, like before Renegades. I'm just
Dude.
wondering what would happen. Like this instead of Ash and Iron? Oh, come on. Come on. That's the thing.
Ash and
There was
Iron.
blunder. It was like Edge of Fate, and then the gut punch
Blunder of
was Ash and
Dude.
all you had to do was make the Siva red. That's all you had to do.
They would literally just make it glowing. Like, why do you
Yeah.
have to, like, even if, and don't be, like, you can be like, okay, Siva's not coming back in Ash and Iron, but don't be like to our face 20 times, Siva's dead forever from every character. Like,
Yeah.
It would be like, Siva's dormant, and we need to make sure Maya doesn't reactivate it again or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like the exotic mission could have just been Maya's trying to reactivate Siva, go stop her, and then we stop her,
Yeah.
so Siva doesn't come back, but it's the threat of Siva is back in a way.
Yeah. It's like, don't completely kill it, because now Siva's like, it was hard enough in a way to bring Siva back because, we destroyed the only remaining replication chamber, and I guess technically Outbreak exists, but we already kind of had that storyline play out in 0 Hour with the Elixir trying to steal it again.
Yeah.
So like it was already going to be hard enough to bring Siva back already. And they just said, okay, well, it's hard. It was hard then. It's now impossible. So, Ash and Iron is makes that impossible. And especially what kind of sucked about that was like we had like a multi-dimensional time portal.
Exactly. Yes.
Maya
Oh
was
my god.
working with, and it's
Yeah.
that's like if you're gonna pull like Loki a bit of an ass pull, not gonna lie, but like if you're gonna do that, then you can bring Siva that way at least. Like we're just gonna fight Red Legion again. You know what I mean?
I know, dude.
Like,
and dude, Wolfsbane came from another timeline. You could have just made a Siva
straight up,
Wolfsbane.
dude.
Like it didn't even
Honestly,
come from our
it could have been
timeline.
Siva. It
Just
could have been Siva,
pull it
and
from
they just made
there.
it Quicksilver, which is
Yeah.
like the aura-less.
Just make it
Siva
red.
with no aura.
That's all people wanted. Because clearly they can make weapons at least have the Siva effect on them. Because all the freaking ornaments
Dude.
they have of
Eververse.
Siva-fied stuff. It's just all you had to, like if Ash and Iron, like if literally just the Wolfsbane was a Siva weapon, would have been at least received.
Would have been better.
Yeah, not as harshly. Because when you go there and it says pull a weapon from another timeline, you're like, oh wait. At least as I thought, I'm like, wait, is this about to be a Siva thing? I pull it out, and then it's Quicksilver. It's like, okay, come on.
Ugh, dude, it's like we got to look into Tess Everest because, dude, where's she getting all those Siva?
I know.
Dude? Like, what? She got her own fucking thing, dude.
Dude, her and Fenchurch, bro. What are they cooking up with Siva? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, someone said in Season of Undying, Ikora constructed a massive Vex gate in the tower to assault the Undying Mine across multiple timelines. Could 100% go and get Siva again. Like, whether it be Vex stuff, like through different timelines that way. Like, it would have to kind of be through Vex stuff if they want to go through the timeline route. They could do it through fucking Infinite Forest. There's Siva simulations. We got to deal with it, guys. You know, I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, there's so many ways, you know. But that's like that was just the gut punch of all time. And then Renegades was good. It was a bring like I really think if Renegades was not Star Wars, didn't have like I feel like
Mhm.
the people from Edge of Fate, like I just feel like people just didn't want to have to deal with Star Wars. So they just didn't
Yeah.
come. But like it's not like they don't like Destiny. It's they don't like Star Wars, honestly, because like a lot of
Yeah.
people just don't like Star Wars anymore because of everything that the IP's been going through
Yeah.
the past like 10 years.
Disneyification.
Yeah, so it's like it's not even a Destiny thing. It's more probably a Star Wars thing. People didn't want to go see Star Wars. Like they didn't want to be playing Star Wars in their
Yeah.
Destiny. So it's like, yo, you could have I just like at least let them release Shattered Cycle. That's just my thing. It's like because you're already almost
Oh,
done with it,
yeah.
you know? And it's Destiny. It's a purely Destiny expansion. Just just at least see what the numbers on a purely Destiny expansion would look like in this state. Because I think it would have been higher than Renegades. Because I think
Mhm.
the drop off with Renegades was partly due to Edge of Fate stuff, but I think it also like the fact that it's a Star Wars thing had to play into that.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, here's what we needed. We needed this update, red subclass, and
Dude, that's what they just had to do with Edge of Fate. Just make it.
literally Edge of Fate, like, okay, we turn into a ball. Like, okay, you know, not very compelling. We could have had red subclass and Renegades, maybe. I mean, they were setting up Eclipse. Like, if it's so difficult, like combination of Portal plus Star Wars. It's like, oh brother. Like that was like just a streak of just bad decisions. And like the thing is with Shattered Cycle is based on the leaks we do have, or we did have, I guess, about what it was going to be. Because like in the same leaks that also had the Pantheon stuff,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be, according to that paceman, like a major turning point, like a major moment in the Fate saga. Like that was going to be like what slingshot everything. Like we lived in like Renegades, Edge of Fate. That was the build up. That was the setup. Introducing the characters, introducing the premise. But then like Shattered Cycle is almost like, oh, I don't want to say. I guess not the inciting incident because that was Three's death. So I guess it would be like the rising action.
Yeah.
Like, this is what pushes everything. Like go 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 go. Shit is gonna happen. Like shit's going down. And so like if we had this update plus like this huge story moment that was blockbuster, you know, we're fucking, I don't know what we're doing in Old Chicago. I mean, we have the distortion, so maybe like timeline shattering, dimension merging, like crazy cinematic stuff, like in that expansion, like we totally would have had some level of redemption in some way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's just like yeah, it does seem like it would have been like, you know, Destiny 1 year 1 was like, yeah, it's similar. I think it's similar situation where we are now. It's like build up and then because like maybe like Crota being killed was like a similar thing, kind of like the 3 being
Mhm.
killed. And then it's like Taken King was when things got real. Like, okay, Oryx is here.
Right.
We're getting some crazy lore. Stuff is really picking up. Like like that's kind of like when like it was like a rising if you're gonna compare it to this and Fate Saga or Land Darkness and the Fate
Mhm.
Saga to like that similar structure to be like that would I think Taken King would be a moment there where it started to really pick up. And it's like I think exactly
Right.
like that like Shattered Cycle would have been where things start to get real after all the build up. It's just like it just seems so good. Like Shattered Cycle just
Yeah.
seems so peak. All the lore we've been seeing about it, it's like, oh my god, this thing is gonna be just insane. Um,
Mhm.
from all, you know, everything we can kind of piece together from the lore, but then like I get yeah, from the leaks, it sounds like I mean, like it says something about like the Vex are gonna have a big role in it too. It's like
Yeah.
we're finally gonna
The
see what
Vex,
like the
something about
real
Maya
Vex are gonna look like.
Sundaresh.
Yeah, Maya and Vex
Dude, it
and
also,
I just
like the leech
come
said,
on.
this is when Maya Sundaresh exits the story, which means she probably fucking dies. And you know what that means? Praedyth is on the table, dude.
Oh,
Like the
dude.
whole lore about Praedyth is when the conductor drops its baton, that's when Praedyth escapes the Vault of Glass. And it's like that's obviously Maya and the
Yep.
Echo. So when Praedyth leaves, when Maya leaves the story, supposedly in Shattered Cycle, Praedyth is now he's in the story. He's somewhere. He escaped. So it's like the build up to Praedyth. We had reference to Praedyth in Echoes, I think it was.
Echoes and
Um,
yeah, and kind of indirectly in Desert Perpetual stuff as well.
yeah. And it's like, I think they were building up to Praedyth for
Oh,
sure.
100%. Because because they made a very like in the Desert Perpetual lore book, they literally like they said, Maya's like saying she literally says the same thing. I forgot what it is like verbatim, but it's like she says
Mhm.
conductor's baton is like dropping, like her baton or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's that line
It literally does say.
is the
Yeah,
same
I think you're
exact
right.
line. So it's like clearly a
Mhm.
callback to that. And then you have all the lore about in Desert Perpetual where you're talking to the copies of Chioma and Maya, and that's exactly what Praedyth was doing. And then
Yeah.
um it's like dude, there's like a line in Desert Perpetual, the epic version, where Chioma literally talks about how there's these other group of explorers that kind of voted to escape. That is exactly what happened
That
in
is exact.
Aspect.
Yeah,
Dude, they were hit like Praedyth was gonna pull up in Shattered Cycle. I just think he was. He was gonna come
for
back.
sure.
And then
And I was hoping maybe he'd become the new master of the Echo. Um, you know, considering that he shows up when the baton is dropped, maybe he's the one who I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he also tried reaching for the Echo when it first landed in the VexNet, as well. Like he has so much potential to be such a fucking cool character with all the insight he has as literally almost having the exact same perspective of time as the Nine do,
yeah,
like inside the Vault of Glass. So it's
yeah.
like if we need somebody who can help us deal with the timeline shenanigans because the Nine can see into the future and shit.
He's the
Praedyth, with
guy.
his perspective from the Vault of Glass, was the guy. He was
Dude.
our oracle, dude.
Oh my gosh. And then he was gonna be there, the King of Chicago, the freaking
King of
beast. You would have
Chicago.
stuff with Dio and Lodi. It's like, dude, there was like so much.
So much, dude.
So much in this expansion. And then what really is like with Alex Lee, he was saying like I don't know if you saw his tweet, it was like um I feel like he was saying like he was really sad, like, you know, he can't play Judgment Bell, and he was saying like his best work he think he's ever what some of his best work he's
Yeah.
ever done in his career was for stuff that's not gonna be released for Destiny. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
what were we about to get with Bale in the
Dude.
upcoming stuff? Like
It's low-key all connected because Bale was looking for the grave
yeah.
in Quarters of Time. There's supposed to be Vex related shenanigans in Shattered Cycle. Supposedly Maya was going to exit the story, which would open the direction for Praedyth to return. Like, what if it's all together? Like, it was all going to be one thing or something. Like, there's something happening there with the Vex and Bale and Praedyth and Maya. And it's like, and it's all timeline related, obviously. It's all connected. Um, like, oh, dude, it would have been so cinema.
I
It would
know,
have
it's
been so
just it's
cinema.
a beautiful expansion right there. I just know old Chicago, the destination, was just gonna go crazy. Like I know it just because like, you know, Zavala saying the highest concentration of all this stuff happening on Earth is like pretty much where Chicago is. It's like, oh,
Yeah, Great Lakes.
what's about it? What are we about to see? Like, what could they possibly? I just want to know what that would visually look like, you know? Because like
Mhm.
the way in which they were describing all this stuff happening to Earth, it's so creative. And it's like I
Mhm.
just would love to see that, you know, we were gonna see that kind of put to screen with old Chicago. And it's like, man, it's gonna be like that must have had just some crazy skyboxes and crazy like
Mhm.
environment. And just I know that they would have loaded it with like a bunch of Easter eggs to old Bungie stuff because they
Yeah,
used to be in Chicago. Like it's all there.
dude.
And it's just
And
sitting in
like,
Bungie HQ right now.
yeah, exactly, right. And I wouldn't be surprised if like obviously we have this distortion stuff happening. If it's probably most likely that Chicago was going to be the center of where these distortions came from.
Yeah.
right? Like it was the events that caused the eclipse portal tears into what seems like the 9 dimension, spreading all across the solar system. And like imagine loading into Chicago and the whole skybox is these eclipse portals. And it's like maybe you
Dude.
see, oh no, got kicked. And then you see and then you see 9 tendrils that are, you know, coming through the portals or whatever, and how does that tie into the labyrinth that we were supposed to see underneath Chicago, like in the DEO facility. It's just like I feel like there was just gonna be so much in Shattered Cycle, so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think the delay was for Shattered Cycle, just probably so they could put more stuff in it and make it even better. It's like I'm just imagining like the Edge of Fate concept art with all the, like the holes and everything in the sky and like the reality tearing. It's like, dude, that's just you look up and you just see that. That's just so cool. Cinema.
Dude,
That's just
it's
cinema.
Dude, it reminds me a lot of like it was like No Way Home, the Spider-Man movie
Oh
where like
yeah.
the timeline was they were all merging into one, and it had all the portals opening up like a tear. And it's like, what if this was multiverse, dude? Or not multiverse, paraverse. Like we're at Old Chicago, Bungie HQ, like OG Bungie location, some marathon references here and there, Halo references, fucking eclipse portals opening everywhere. Like dude, they could have done so much. And like I wonder if you know how like in Shattered Cycle, or sorry, in Edge of Fate, they kind of retconned uh Ikora's origin story, because there was some like OG lore that talked about why is this kicking me out, man? That talked about Ikora. um I think she was like a doctor or something, like pre-Guardian. Like there was some lore somewhere that talked about Ikora pre-Guardian that doesn't match what we got in Edge of Fate. And it's like, okay, what if this retcon is intentional? Shattered Cycle being about timelines, about rewriting the timeline maybe. And so we can look and see maybe Ikora's pre-Guardian retcon was our doing, our manipulation. You know what I mean? Almost like
Yeah.
Interstellar, fucking like inside the
Dude.
bookcase or some shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, having a moment like that, oh my gosh, dude. It would
Like dude, what if we're in the Shard of the Traveler? We're the ones who fucking give the light to the
to
ghosts
ourselves.
so the Red
Oh
War can
my
happen or
gosh.
something. I don't know. Like
That would have
some
been just
type
so
of
sick. Holy crap. Dude. It's like there's so much potential. That's just the thing, is that there's so much potential here. It's like
Mhm.
that's the thing with like I know it gets compared, like I guess kind of the fall off, like the end of Final Shape was kind of compared like the MCU and like Endgame ending. But like
Mhm.
I always thought it was different because like MCU was like, built to Thanos, and it's like, there's a bunch of stuff with Marvel you could do because it's a whole big universe, but like it all kind of wrapped up nicely in a bow. And then the stuff afterward for a good bit was just kind of just not, it's not like Destiny where throughout the whole saga, there's still a bunch of stuff that they were setting up that they weren't going to finish in Final Shape. And then they immediately start setting up just so much stuff. So there's just so much potential left on the table here. It's like clearly there's more story to be told. It's not where like it needs to keep going for the sake of just going. It's like no, there's like so much. There's just a lot of potential, and so it's different than like other, I guess, again, like I think the only equivalent would really be like MCU, where it's like MCU, ended, and then it wasn't really much set up to anything after until they start to like, because clearly they're doing the new Avengers this year, but it's like they like, I don't know, just it feels like a different situation to with the two franchises where it's like Destiny, if you just gave it one more expansion, it's back.
Yeah.
It's back.
If you you were working on it already. You had 3
Yeah.
months.
Exactly. It's like it's
See what
sitting
it
in the
does.
it's
And
literally sitting on the files.
Like because it's also like it's another injection of cash. You know what I mean? Like give Shattered Cycle, if you're already working on it, give it the chance, get the money from it. If it's still not enough, then like I guess sure at that point, there's no you don't have any other choice and you're gonna say end of service. But it's another thing to be like, let's work on it for 3 months, not release any of it, and not make any money from that because we're gonna release this free update in June. And you know what I mean? It's like you had a chance to really send us off and have one more like a judgment day almost. You know what I mean? To
Exactly,
be like,
yeah.
okay, one more expansion. Let's see what can be done based on these major changes we're making. We'll decide: is there a future? Is there not? And based on with everything we're getting, I think it would have been. I think we could have saved it, and we could have kept going.
Yeah, it's like
And just one thing on the Marvel comparison. I feel like Destiny and Marvel almost had a similar post saga ending situation where, like, at least with Marvel, I mean, they went in the direction of they did TV shows, which ate away at their budget and lost a lot of money. And then their direction with where they wanted to go in the next Marvel saga wasn't very clear. Like they were doing the Kang saga, but then obviously the Kang guy ended up being like a weirdo. And so they killed the Kang saga and they had to readjust to the Doctor Doom stuff. So it's like they really struggled with a vision in
yeah.
terms of what the new
Yeah,
Marvel was going to be.
exactly.
And so people weren't really buying into it because they didn't know where it was going. With Destiny, it was almost like we had the vision, we had the Fate saga. It was just like, it was as if Bungie was doing the Marvel TV shows. You know what I mean? Like it was the format in which the vision was being given to us that I think wasn't resonating with people because of the gameplay stuff and Star Wars. And so it's like, despite like Bungie having the one up in terms of the vision of the saga, it was just the formatting maybe that just like put it in the same position as the Marvel universe did post Infinity War. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Um, but like, yeah, you know, there was a clear like you could see where they're going, like with
Hmm.
Destiny, where it's like, yeah, it's like I was trying to say with Marvel. It's like, here's Kang, but we'll get rid of. We're not doing Kang anymore. It's like we do.
Yeah.
Like they did like 2 years of just nothing burgers, and then it was they first introduced Kang. I think I don't know. I didn't really
Yeah.
keep up with Marvel after, but it's like Destiny is immediately off the like before even Final Shape. You have stuff going on with Zivu, and we like it's kind of the assumption was we'll get to Zivu after Final Shape is like what everyone thought, and then in Heresy that's even more clear that that was the plan. At least is what they were
Mhm.
trying to set up, even though we know they've been pitching that for years and they never got greenlit. But
Right.
they keep trying to push the Zivu story after everything, or at least in this new story. Um, but yeah, it's just like to me, it's just like a waste of money and resources to keep making it for Shared Cycle for 3 months.
Hmm.
Because I guess the reason I've heard the reason why they kept making Shattered Cycle up until the day
Hmm.
of the announcement, even though they know it was gonna get canceled, was the fact that it would have like killed morale internally, and then
Right.
it would
Yeah.
have
Like I guess
gotten
the update wouldn't have
leaked.
been as good.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
I guess that, but it's like, dude, if they're almost done with the product that you can sell and make
Yeah.
money off, like it's just free money to me. It's like you've been
Basically.
working on this expansion for like whoever knows how long, like
Hmm.
Edge of Fate kind of I forgot what they said, but they ended like content completion or whatever. They finished up a big chunk of it in December of 2024. Because I remember they had their article where they said
Right.
that. So there was a 6 month gap where they're like before 6 months between completion on whatever the big chunk they had finished and then Edge of Fate coming out. So it's
Mhm.
like that's when they started working on getting Renegades really
Like
going. But it's like
there was.
it's like almost done. It's got to be.
Yeah, and like there was probably a. I mean, I'm willing to bet it was already like in terms of what they wanted to have shipped for its original release date. It was probably already done.
Yeah.
It was just they were probably adding more to it, and that was probably still in the works and wasn't going to be finished for a bit. And so I'm willing to bet like we have like the base level of Shattered Cycle mostly complete. But then there was also there's probably a fat chunk of The Alchemist that's also done
Exactly,
and
yeah.
was worked on,
Because they like
like because
kind of
of
leapfrog
how
it, yeah.
yeah, like and how like excuse me, and how like they were still at least for that year going to do the 2 expansion model. So that, would have had to be mostly done. Like I'm willing to bet basically all of Renegades was done by the time um Edge of Fate came out. Like probably the vast majority of it was done. And
Yeah.
so for that same reason, like if we were going to get Shattered Cycle originally in June, pre-delay, then I'm willing to bet like that was mostly done, and Alchemist was maybe halfway done or something. And then the delay, they're like, okay, let's add more to Shattered Cycle. Let's put maybe Alchemist a bit on the burner, slow it down a bit as we focus on Shattered, whatever it may look like. It's just there's no way they don't have a mostly like 90%, I'm willing to bet, complete expansion there.
I definitely
You know?
agree. I think I think they were trying to make Shattered Cycle bigger than like Renegades and
Hmm.
or Edge of Fate. So, but like the equivalent size to those DLCs for Shattered Cycle, I think that's done. There's the stuff they
Yeah.
were going to add isn't done because they're still adding it. But it's like,
Hmm.
and then yeah, I think because I think the teams kind of they leapfrog each other. So like, um, I don't know exactly how it works, but like I guess the people working on Edge of Fate probably were doing Shattered Cycle, and then the ones doing Renegades probably started doing Alchemist. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but because I remember there being like was how it works for like the old seasonal
Yeah.
stuff, but like
There tends to be like an A team, B
yeah, A
team.
team B team thing. But it's like it seems like just Alchemist probably did have some stuff at least in the works. Like
Hmm.
there was stuff happening with Alchemist as well. So it's like that's just still sitting there.
Yeah.
We're just in
And
there
all the
in
I'm
the files of Bungie HQ.
like and based on like obviously based someone in my chat says, based obviously on what Alex Lee says and all the other voice actors have been voicing, it's like all the story was probably done. They
Yeah,
probably had all the cinematics that were done because those are probably,
those
I
take
think
the
Bungie
longest.
contracts those take the longest. Like I think that's another they contract, they hire people to do that. So it's like those are all done. There's probably in some hard drive sitting there in Bungie some crazy story cinematics that we'll never get to see. About whatever the Shattered Cycle reveals were going to be. All the voice actors are done, voice lines are done. Probably a good amount of it for Alchemist is done as well. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like one thing that piqued my eye is that the Lodi, I can't remember the name of the
Brian
actor.
Villalobos.
Yes,
Yeah.
Brian. He was saying like, "Oh, I've been working on Destiny for 2 years," and it's like, "Oh shit, okay." Like he's been in there. If he's been working on it for 2 years, it hasn't even been a year since Edge of Fate. So, like,
Yeah.
he's been in this for a long time, and so there's probably a lot of Lodi stuff
Oh, for
that
sure.
that we're
Oh,
never
for
gonna see.
sure. Uh,
And
cause he said in his video he recorded, it was like he did two, but I think the first one he was just in his car. He said
mhm,
he got the role of Lodi in like August
mhm.
2024. It was like the beginning of August. That's when like
Right. So
he
right
was
after Bubble
cast.
Chick.
So it's like they had stuff written and ready to be like ready to go because they work on these
Mhm.
stuff for a long time. So like stars back as then, and then early this year in February, Brian he posted a picture of himself with a last word with like a bunch of mocap dots all over it, and like he
Mhm.
was at Bungie Studios and he's just there doing mocap work on the cutscene with the freaking last word in his hand. Um,
Yeah.
like he was cooking up some crazy stuff. Like I don't know if he was gonna be using the last word, but like some gun he was wielding some sort of hand cannon. Um,
Mhm.
it's like yeah, like there's a bunch of Lodi stuff just ready to go almost.
We'll never get to see Lodi and Elsie meet, unfortunately.
Add that to the list of Shattered Cycle
Yeah.
inclusions because that was probably going to be in there as well. Because
Dude, Elsie Bray is so
because
okay. I just gotta gush about Elsie, dude. She's so cool. Like her moment in Witch when she's freaking out that Eris is um is now in God mode, like her previous timeline, and she's like, I'll kill her if I have to. Like she's freaking out, like threatening Ikora. Like, dude, like she's so epic, man. Like,
And it's even more proof for the Prada thing is because she
oh yeah, tell Elsie.
yeah, tell Elsie
Prada's
Prada's still, so like there's an Elsie thing there. So it's like, bro, what if Elsie gets told, hey, Prada's still, he's still around, and you know what he's about? We just found him or something, you know? It's just,
What if Pradith is who she was speaking to,
bro,
in the D1 campaign?
dude, I feel like that would have been like that could have been a thing in Shattered Cycle where like we see who she was talking, because the whole 9 stuff. It's like, what if it was us on the other side of the call? I don't know.
What is so
crazy.
interesting is like because of the whole like Elsie timeline shenanigans, and like there's weird timeline travel stuff that can happen now because of the 9. It's like, how do we know that in each interaction with Elsie that we had in the original campaign was the same Elsie from the same time? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if they were?
Yeah,
what
it's
if they
like
were
different
different?
ones.
Like, oh, this Elsie was actually traveling from the past. Like, this is like, oh, Elsie who's present in the timeline. Like, she's like going through it normally, but then this Elsie interaction was actually future Elsie from the past, but we didn't know, or from the future Elsie in the past that we didn't know, but she was playing it up. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff. I don't know, interstellar shit.
It's
Fucking...
like, that could have been right there. This probably is right there on the hard drive. Just waiting for the live day one day.
Like, imagine it's like some stupid shit. Like, okay, not stupid, it would be epic. But like, if Shattered Cycle causes timeline fracturing like we've never seen before, kind of like what happened in Marvel, with the death of the He Who Remains or whatever. And we have these portals opening up, and we need to close these timelines. And what if Elsie, because of her timeline jumping, is like a weird center of this anomaly, where her experience of previous timelines is an after effect of us in the future closing the shattered timelines. And I don't know, man.
Whoa,
Crazy
dude.
ideas.
That
And
would have been
it's
sick. Oh my gosh, that's like dude.
Like, there's so many weird, because it is all timeline stuff. Like, you can do weird shit with time. So you
Yeah.
can do whatever, basically whatever you want. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, we could have done, it's so many cool things could happen. And honestly, like, the idea of like shattering timelines is kind of was built up in, it was either in Ride of the Nine or Edge of Fate, where one of the 9 were talking about how like the 9 were once in consensus, so that, you know, the future was predictable because they all agreed. They're all fourth dimensional. They can all manipulate time, but they all act accordingly with one another, and so they could predict the future. But now that they're fractured and there's infighting and there's disagreements, the future is not certain anymore because each of them can manipulate time in their own way, causing a different future. And so, like, if there is this, we not only with the death of 3, but now removing the 9 as like from their ability to manipulate time by binding them, like as we're affecting the rules, right, as Allison says, that are capable of manipulating time in some way, as we eliminate them by binding them, their control over time fractures and shatters, causing, you know, the distortions or whatever type of event, you know.
Dude, there's like that would be and then yeah, the whole thing with like the first thing to bind the 9, like the first member to bind, like to start that process is in Chicago. It's like that's probably would have been something like that. That would have been so cool. And I'm just thinking like, what would the raid? I'm just thinking about the raid now too. It's like, dude, what could they have cooked up? like, like it's a Chicago raid with like, you know, imagine it's like, oh, dude, if there's like a bunch of like timeline stuff happening in Chicago, like what if the raid was like taking place over different points of time in like in Chicago. So like,
Mm.
what if one encounters like in the freaking collapse or something? Oh,
Yo,
like that would
dude,
be
imagine it's
so
like
sick,
Nezarek 2.0, like Nezarek leading the
bro.
collapse or some shit. Oh
Dude,
my
imagine
god.
that. Like the final boss is like taking place in the collapse. Oh, dude.
Dude, oh my god. That makes me honestly, okay, yo, I don't know if you remember this. Back pre-Lightfall, there was a fake Pastebin leak about what Lightfall was going to be. And I mean, obviously, actually, I guess now that we know that Lightfall was mostly cut, like who knows? Maybe it was real. Fuck it,
Yeah.
who knows? But it was about like Zivo Arath was leading like a second collapse, and she slammed her pyramid ship into the Traveler, and from that opened a portal. So it was kind of crazy they got the portal thing right. But like it caused like this distortion that also manipulated time. And so the raid was going to be going around the debris of the Traveler and the pyramid portal thing. And you would be going into different timelines, and part of the raid was going to be in the collapse. So that was what that fake, like obviously now fake Pastebin was. And I remember reading that, being like, "Oh my fucking god! If this is true, this is the greatest expansion we've ever gotten ever, the coolest raid premise ever." Obviously, that didn't happen, but like, um, it's kind of something similar. Different
Yeah.
timelines, collapse raid. That'd be sick. That would be
Dude,
cool.
it's like maybe that was true because we know that they were trying to pitch a Zebu thing. So maybe that was one of their
Honestly,
pitches.
dude, it probably would have been true. Like, I'm honestly, that's what I believe now. That Pastebin was real, but then Pete Parsons said no, and he said, "We're going to
P.
Neomuna."
Parsons like, oh, but hold on, look at
But
Cyberpunk trend. That
but
looks pretty
Cyberpunk.
good. That looks pretty good. That cost yeah, that would make us a lot of
Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah. Pete's like, I just played the Cyberpunk Fortnite season. That shit was sick.
Dude, I play Cyberpunk 2077. Hey,
Dude,
look at this. There's
let's
a
do
this
that.
nah, not no, Ziva Wrath. Who cares about Ziva Wrath? Nah, this
Fuck
is what
that,
people
dude.
want. Dude.
Man, man. What it could have been. Because like the other parts, maybe I'll try and refine that Pastebin leak. But there was other parts about it, like the assault on Earth, like the other worm gods were involved in the assault, and um, I don't know, man. Just like this whole idea of Zivu, like the premise was like Zivu was disobeying the witness and was like, I fucking hate the Traveler, fuck this motherfucker, and then so she rams like in an attempt to destroy the Traveler, going against the wishes of the witness, rams her pyramid ship into the Traveler. And now the Pastebin also says that Zivu died by doing that, so that would be lame if that happened. But but like it's a cool idea, like because we know like internally, I guess, like the witness doesn't like sword logic, and obviously Zivu is that's my shit. I love sword logic. And so like there is like this internal disagreement between like the philosophy of the hive and the philosophy of the witness. And so Zivu, who had been up until Lightfall, actually I guess no, that would have been Season of the Deep, which was post Lightfall. So never mind. But I guess like they did play with the idea of her dealing with like a conflict of heresy within her own logic, being like, yo, I'm face to face with the Traveler. Finally, fuck this thing. I'm destroying it. This is my logic, regardless of what the witness says,
Yeah.
like truly saying, like denying any form of heresy within her or whatever. Damn, dude.
Oh, that would just be so
Bungie.
sick. You just have to think like maybe the portal thing was like, that's
Dude,
like
that's what I'm
an
saying.
idea that came
Like,
from that, you know?
like that's why I got to go back and find it. Like the idea that the portal existed, or the Traveler portal from the pyramid ship and the Traveler colliding existed in that pace bin, but then we also got the Traveler Portal in Final Shape. It's like, how do you get, like, maybe it's just a coincidence, obviously it can be, but like you're getting that right? You know what I'm saying?
I just had to
That's
wait.
crazy.
I think because okay, you remember the original? Because like the whole symbolism is this traveler, and then it's like the triangle like on it. It's like the kind of the symbol, and that's like the symbol
In the
with
Lightfall,
Lightfall.
in the original
Exactly.
Lightfall reveal.
I had the Lightfall had a pyramid ship on it. With that's foreshadowing the
What?
Zebu ramming
The
into it.
collision.
Yeah,
Wait, maybe this pace bin's real.
dude.
Oh
Because
my
that would
god.
be come on. Like, what if that was hinting at that, and then
And it makes more sense, like Lightfall. Like, oh yeah,
yeah,
I rammed a pyramid ship into the Traveler.
that would have been like
Like,
that's Lightfall right there. Like, come on, that.
dude. And like the whole thing about a city besieged in the Vox Obscura, the Psionic Premonitions. Like obviously now, okay, a city besieged is Neomuna, but like, you know what I'm
Yeah, the first
saying?
thing that comes to your mind is the last city, because then you have everything before that with like Splicer had a bunch of like the Vision, the Future War Cult stuff, and it was like,
Yes,
there's a whole attack on the city, so it's like kind of been built up for a long time that one day there would be this
there would be
invasion.
another
Yeah,
invasion. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like with the device, like she was overdosing on that shit, dude,
yeah, it's like
and like. And thought, oh, the Elixni are gonna be, and it makes sense almost, you know, with the way Aramis was moving, like that she would lead like an Elixni division of the Witness assault for a second collapse. Like it would make sense, like from her visions, so that she would be skeptical of, I guess, the Elixni being in the last city.
yeah,
Um, damn, dude.
it's like, dude, it's like low key. What might have happened is just like they were cooking up this story about the city being attacked, and then it's like
Yeah,
they present Lightfall, a city being attacked or whatever, and then they're like, "No, we can't do this." So that gets completely scrapped, and that's they have to rush out Lightfall
they replace it. Yeah,
because that's what the higher ups want, and then they just make up a city because it has to be consistent with the lore of a city being besieged. But like maybe like I guess
and like.
yeah,
And when you think about it, that Paceman being like Zivu leads the next assault with the pyramid ship and whatever, and you look back at Season of Seraph about how Zivu had positioned her forces in the Ascendant Realm ready to invade the last city, so long as there was an active war that took place. It's almost as though like that was building to that same moment. Like that's where the invasion was going to happen. Okay, maybe Rasputin didn't die. Maybe Rasputin was like, okay, let's fight. I'm the war mind. Let's redeem ourselves. And then, you know, the portal opens, boom, Lightfall, invasion takes place. You know what I mean? But then they had to
yeah,
rewrite it and they're like, okay, now we're not doing Last City invasion. We have to do Neomuna invasion. Let's keep the same lead up to Lightfall, but instead we'll change the ending or something. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it probably was like a leftover thing that maybe they just didn't have time to like completely. Because it seems like Lightfall, the idea for what Lightfall should have, like what we like the whole New Moon and all the cyberpunk stuff that came probably because it seems like Lightfall had a pretty awesome like first iteration. They probably got like a lot of
Mhm.
stuff done for it. Maybe who knows how much stuff really that means, but it's like got really cool ideas that gets
Mhm.
completely tossed away. So they have a small amount of time to make up something new because
Right.
their whole previous how much ever time they've been working on Lightfall, everything's got completely cut. So it's like there may have been some stuff that would like Seraph stuff, you know, like they could just there's just did the whole cook up a whole new expansion. Maybe didn't have time to go fix that, you know, one little thing there because maybe that wasn't going to lead up to the original, you know, story. So it's like maybe I think the original thing was a Zebu thing. It sounds like it probably was.
Yeah, it probably was. And like our first hint at Neomuna's existence was Nefeli Stronghold from Witch Queen.
Yeah.
And so, but we also, Witch Queen was delayed by 3 months. And after, was it the Witch Queen reveal? I think it was the Witch Queen reveal. They were like, hey, we need another expansion to wrap up the Light and Darkness saga. So we're adding the final shape. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it was around the same time that the Lightfall changes happened. And maybe that's why a part of the reason Witch Queen was delayed, because they were like, okay, we have to redo Lightfall. we need to let's delay Witch Queen so that we have more time to work on Lightfall.
Yeah.
Give an extra 3 months. And then also because now we're changing up how Lightfall is going to work, now we also need the final shape to wrap up the story.
Yeah.
Um,
It does seem like that. Cause I remember it was cause yeah, that Witch Queen reveal was when they revealed the final shape. I'm pretty sure earlier in the year they said like in a blog post, it was like Save the Game or something like that. It was like we're gonna have to do an epilogue expansion, but they didn't frame it like the finale. It was like an epilogue. Where I think, yeah, I think probably by that at that time it was like, okay, Lightfall is getting completely changed. It has to be like, that's not gonna be anywhere near enough to be considered a finale for there to be an epilogue. No, this has to be the penultimate thing to the finale, which
yeah.
became Final Shape. So I think the epilogue just, I think because like Lightfall just got completely tossed away, they had to change up their whole plans. It's like, I just like, why did they throw it away? If there was like a really cool iteration, it's like, I mean, we know why. It's
Like,
because they just wanted to make a quick buck, but it's
they
like,
wanted more money because they wanted to sell
yeah.
another big expansion. So, but I feel like they still could have done it.
Yeah,
Like
I
they still
feel
could
like
have
it
done
was.
big Lightfall and then big Final Shape.
Yeah, because like Lightfall made a bunch of money not because it was Neomuna. Look at this, everybody! Come look. It's because
Yeah,
it was
right.
hyped up to be like,
Infinity War.
Infinity War. That's why people like no, but like the people didn't like the Neomuna stuff, but they played it and they bought it because it was like, okay, this is gonna be like the Infinity War, Empire Strikes Back moment. The marketing is making this look like so. Like the tone is so different, like so dark and like it was setting up this big final or penultimate battle to where we would lose at the end, Lightfall. It's like that's why people bought the expansion. That's why people were hyped. So
Yeah.
it's not because of Neomuna.
Oh. Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember in my Lightfall rewrite, I have the concept art in the background of like the pyramid ship explosion with like the prismatic colors.
Oh,
What
wait.
if that's the
What if that
Traveler,
is?
dude?
What if it is? Oh my
Like
gosh.
the pyramid collides
Yeah.
with the Traveler, big prismatic explosion. We can still have like, and like what if Essence is almost like the remnants of that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the
Cause
remnants of that destination of like maybe it was set
wait,
on
that
the
would make
destination
so
was
much
set on a
sense.
pyramid
That would
mixed
make
with
so much
Traveler
sense.
light.
Yeah. Cause like that's what I mean, that's what Root of Nightmares and it is kind of weird that like Root of Nightmares has a whole unique palette made just for it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like
Exactly.
usually a
Like
lot
that
of
doesn't
the raids,
exist
yeah, it's
anywhere
like
else.
they made all this new stuff just for it. But like, what if that was a destination that was taking place on this pyramid that collided with the
The
Traveler?
Traveler.
And that's why it's all like you have light and dark in one because that's the collision. Oh my dude, this is
Yeah.
like
Dude, what the let me look this up. I'm
dude,
just
I
trying to
think
find
we
the picture
cooked
right
again,
now.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
We keep doing this.
Lightfall. Lightfall paste bin. Let me see if I can find it. Lightfall leak.
Most people suspect that Essence was one of the original Lightfall destinations. Okay.
What the? Lightfall seasonal paste bin.
Sorry, I'm not reading Chaz much, guys. It's been we're having a whole thing, but I think I appreciate you guys are here. We'll talk after
Okay, this is
we're
this is
finished talking.
post. I think this is post. What Lightfall. This paste bin is. I think it's fake, anyways. Let me find another one. Paste bin leak summary. Name it a Shadow Legion. Okay, this is. It's probably gonna be hard to find. Maybe we can look. Maybe we can look for it another time before we. Maybe we return to this idea. But I do remember there was a major fucking. There was a paste bin that was going around somewhere. Destiny 2 leak, 2 Lightfall. Solar 3.0. Okay, so that was the Witch Queen Legendary Campaign, new archetype. Lightfall Raid takes place inside the Traveler. Ba 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 ba. This one doesn't have it. Okay, well, I think we can look at it another time.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't want to sit too much on this idea and just find nothing and waffle on it. But yeah, I'll look for it, and then we can maybe next. Oh, someone posted Paceman in my chat.
Oh.
Is this the one? Shadow Legion attacks the last city. Oh, the witness somehow. No. This talks about Neomuna and stuff. Like the one that the other Paceman doesn't have it. It's all about like Xivu angry against the Traveler, throws a pyramid ship at it. The worm gods are involved. There was like a whole thing. So it's similar. Like that Paceman does talk about stuff colliding, but that's not the one. I'll look for it. I'll try and find it again. Hopefully it isn't deleted. I'll have to look into like I remember we posted it in our in my Discord server with my clan members, so maybe I'll have to scour through that and find it through that.
Oh, there you go. Maybe someone,
So,
some old YouTube channel had a video on or something.
through
Way back when.
there was I don't know if he still makes YouTube videos, but there was one guy who always talked about leaks and Paceman leaks. I don't remember his name. He was like seemed like a younger guy making the videos, but maybe he's got one. I think that's where I heard of it. So maybe I'll look for it. I'll look for that channel again. I don't know, man.
I think we figured it out.
I think maybe we figured it out, dude. Maybe the Paceman was real. Maybe they were supposed to collide, and Essence was the remnants of that. And when you think about it, the pyramid does break down. It does fall apart. So
Yeah.
maybe it's the remnants of the shattered pyramid. Redrix? I think that's right. I think it is Redrix.
Oh, Redrix.
Does he still make videos?
Yeah, he was in my chat earlier.
Oh, really?
He might still be here. Redrix, are you still watching?
Yeah, Redrix, you remember this? Destiny leaks. Redrix Destiny leaks. Redrix Gaming. Season 18 leaked. Yeah, this guy. I think it was this guy. So, yeah, I think I heard it from. I do think I remember seeing him cover it. So maybe we'll
Destiny 2 Life.
Maybe we'll look into it, into the light. Yeah, I'll go through everything. Strife subclass leaks. Dude, hell yeah. The whole leak, dude, Loki, there was such a leak. There was such a leak mill back in the day. Everyone was so excited for Destiny. People were just pumping out shit. Oh,
Dude, I
DMG
know.
just tweeted.
Oh, what do you say?
40 minutes ago, he said wild. Period.
Bro.
So I think he saw the spamming.
DMG. Come on.
DMG, send
Let's
us
see.
a message. Send us a sign. Send us a sign that we did something. Mr. DMG. Mr. DMG.
Come on, DMG. Let's go, bro. Oh my gosh. He knows what he's doing. Oh, he unpinned the Guardians make their own Fae. Oh shoot.
Yeah, he did it like I think yesterday or 2 days ago.
Interesting.
Monarch asks, will I try to solo witness again today? Probably not today, but I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have class today, I don't have class tomorrow, so I'll be spending tomorrow finally getting that done because I was playing like shit yesterday, dude. You should have seen my runs, dude. They were depressingly bad.
Oh, solo witness. Oh shoot.
Yeah. I was doing so good the day before though. I got to final stand twice. I got halfway through final.
Oh,
But
dang.
yesterday, man, that shit was embarrassingly bad, dude. It was so bad.
Oh shoot. You got this though. You got this.
No, we got it. We'll get it eventually. I do want to get it done before the 9th. Just in case I mean, with all the power creep we're getting, it'll probably be easier, but it's better to get it done when it's harder for the bragging rights, you know.
There you go. Yeah, and it's 1 week. 1 week.
1 week.
That's crazy.
Before the still hunt catalyst gives us fucking like, I don't even know. What would be a crazy still hunt catalyst? Like,
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
isn't there a weapon perk that lets you do more weapon damage after popping your super or something?
I
Is that a
think
perk?
so.
A
Is
perk?
it one of those
I
seasonal
thought I
mod things?
remembered. Was it a seasonal mod? Maybe it was a seasonal mod. I was thinking it was. Wasn't there a similar built-in celestial? I don't know. I guess like that would be good to make it viable in other classes, but then that like what's the point of using celestial with still hunt on hunter then? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. But if it was like,
It
yeah,
makes blade barrage into golden gun, or like it has a blade barrage mode. That'd be kind of sick.
Blade Barrage mode. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, if it did something like you were saying, like if you do more weapon damage after popping a super, dude,
That'd be crazy.
that would be crazy.
Oh, that's a microcosm thing. Okay, that's what it is. That's what I was thinking of then. So probably not then.
Okay,
What if they made
microcosm.
it like you could do a chaos reach, and then you could also do like you could throw an axe. I don't know. Make it so you could do the other supers
Oh
on the
my
other classes or
gosh,
some
dude.
shit. I don't know. Triple tap.
Dude,
I don't
who
want to do. Nah, triple
knows?
tap's lame. Give it like focus fury or something. I don't know. Damage buff. Precision. I mean, I don't know if they do precision. Precision's kind of too strong, maybe. Like they are buffing focus fury. So I think if they do give it a precision damage boosting perk, it'll be focus fury. Because it's only 20%, or are they buffing it to 25? I don't remember, but focus fury maybe if they're just giving it a perk. Uh,
Dude, I hope
dude,
one of
I'm
the
honestly. You go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because I know there's I hope one of the exotic armor changes, like, because they're doing like one that lets you throw like 2 Nova bombs at once.
Dude.
I want one that does like instead of doing 3 Twilight Axes, you do 1 big one or something.
Mm,
I've always wanted that to be like a good damage option.
that's what Halma Same 14 lets you do.
Oh, dude, please.
Like, give. Dude, this bubble rework better be fucking generational.
I need it to be, dude.
Give it back weapons. Make it skatable. You could maybe find a way to make it shoot throughable, but also that is pretty fucking strong. Like that just makes it like Well of Radiance 2.0.
Yeah.
But also like it's hard to make bubble compete with Well without turning it into Well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So it's
true.
kind of like
True.
it's kind of the world we live in. You know, and then make Helma Same 14. I mean, you can still keep the blinding part of it, but don't make it don't tie it to weapons anymore.
Yeah, just give bubble weapons back. At least,
Yeah.
at the very least.
Dude, I don't know why they did that, dude. That was like the Witch Queen nerf was bad enough, and then right before final shape, they stepped on our hearts, man. After all these years, this is what you do to bubble.
I know. They
What do you
just
think?
slaughtered it.
What do you think the Titan aspect's gonna be? The shield is called Shield Breaker or something. The Upper Solar
Oh,
Titan. Like in my head, it makes me think of Sun Charge from D1. Like when you're popping your hammers and you can do the shoulder charge at will.
oh, that would be
Like
pretty
shield
sick.
charge or
Yeah.
something. But also it's called what is Sun Charge? So yeah, Sun Charge is D1. It's basically it's basically the solar soldier. Oh my god, goodness. Shoulder charge is but you can do it at will in your super. And so like that would be cool maybe. But I would also like a part of me wants it to be like Melting Point's greatest return. Like I don't know if I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Shield Charge or something, or Shield Breaker or something. So like maybe it's like if you break a shield with the solar ability, it weakens the
Oh
target or something.
yeah.
So it gives a melting point again.
Yeah. Melting
It would be
point.
like kind of a weakened state and more situational, but it'd be interesting. Built-in melting point again.
Yeah,
Bring it back, baby.
I want it to be that. But that or I'm just I don't know, it makes me think of like barrier. Like something with like a barrier shield, but I don't know really what you could do with it, to be honest.
Yeah, and especially as like a solar titan. Like, what are you doing? You're either
Yeah.
using the big burning maul hammer to do something or the mini hammer, right? And so I don't know what. Oh, it's called shield burst.
Shield burst.
Interesting. That makes it seem like break a shield, something happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. There's also the Titans are getting their air dodge back through thruster.
I'm so happy about that.
Dude.
I was like, dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe they're actually doing it. Because I just
Gary's coming home.
they gave it to Warlocks. You know, they gave our ability to
stinking Warlocks, dude.
Yeah, they gave Icarus Dash, bro. It's like, but we're finally getting it back. It's gonna be beautiful.
We get it back. Gary's coming home. That makes me think okay, now I'm just gonna be on Prismatic forever. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I get thruster, I get everything. You know.
What if they made thruster on everything? Imagine that.
Dude. Oh my god.
Bro,
I mean, they should. They should. Just get what's sure, it's I guess an arc thing, but why an arc thing?
Yeah.
Give it to everybody. You know?
Oh, that'd be so good.
You technically can skate on Titan, but you technically can bubble skate. It's just a one-time use because it pops your bubble, and it's very, very tight timing. It's way tighter than well skating and shatter skating. So it's just not really usable in most situations.
Bro, let us skate. That's all. I just want to skate with bubble.
Yeah. Let everybody skate. Let every class get the skating action. You know, give it to us, Bungie. It's the final update. You can't give us skating. Come on. Air dodge plus skate. Warlocks can do it.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
And you can't even be like, oh, well, Titans have Lion Rampant, so it'd be broken. Warlocks, you guys have Heat Rises, man. It's the same shit, okay? It's the same thing.
That's true. That's true. And Hunters have a billion things with their jump or whatever.
Billion grapples and everything. You know what I'm saying? We can all have it. We can all have the movement fun. You know. Lion Rampants plus air dodge plus bubble skate. Never taking it off.
That's cinema right there.
That is cinema.
Titan skating is back.
Well, Mr. Abaddon, is there anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
I think it's about everything.
Yeah, me too, man. I think if there's one thing to take away from what happened today is don't give up hope, guys. We organized the entire on both YouTube, Twitch chat, State of Play.
I was going crazy if they're doing on TikTok. Who knows where else they streamed it?
Who knows, dude? We sent a message and we organized, we built momentum, and we need to keep the momentum. In the wise words of DMG.
Our GOAT DMG.
Our GOAT DMG. We need to
Lisa Al-Gaib.
And now we need to keep it. And so Summer Games Fest, we better bring the same.
That's this Friday.
Guys, okay? This Friday, Summer Games Fest. Bring the same energy.
Spam
Get the emotes.
Spam
it. Get the hashtags. And we're gonna bring the same energy.
And then what? Xbox is Sunday, right?
Event. Xbox, I guess I didn't even think about it. We have an Xbox.
Yeah, I think that's on Sunday.
Nintendo Direct, isn't there?
Dude, spam the Nintendo Direct.
Okay, go to Nintendo Direct. Let's do the same thing.
Tell them let it be known to the whole world that we want Destiny.
Yeah, we got to do it, guys. And maybe there's hope. DMG said wild on Twitter. He's impressed.
Who knows what message that just sent? We just did 2 hours, 3 hours ago. What we already did. Who knows what happened? So just keep going. Keep going. And then June 9, don't forget June 9. Get it reinstalled if you don't have Destiny reinstalled. Get it reinstalled. So you can show up. Because we need the numbers here.
Yes, sir. Let's see what Destiny is on Steam charts.
Destiny 3 for the Switch too.
Now.
Nintendo, give it to me.
We're doing well, man.
What are we
Players
at?
are going up.
It's going
We
up. It's crazy.
like we had the big surge on the weekend. It's a bit lower than the weekend, but that's obvious. But we're still going up. Like our 24-hour peak today was 2,500 or 25,000. And it's going up slowly but surely. So, tell your friends, tell your family, let the world know, and we'll show up on June 9th, We'll show up. And everybody say a big thank you to Mr. Abaddon here for joining us in our amazing hot tub conversations. And I hope everyone enjoys these. Hope
The
everyone
hot tub
tunes in and
streams.
they like our conversations we do every now and then. The lore cousin himself, yes.
Lore cousin and lore nephew. Let's
Lore
go.
cousin and lore nephew. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. But yeah. Thank you, Mr. Abaddon, for joining.
Likewise.
And we'll have more conversations in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have something to talk about really soon. Like a reason to
Yeah,
do
hopefully
this again.
maybe we should probably, I guess we could do one post Summer Games Fest as well. If you wanted to
Yeah, I'll be down.
see what's up on that one.
I'll be down.
And yeah. Well, thank you, man, and I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, I'll see ya.
Yeah, peace out, much love.
All right, have a good day. See ya. Oh, peak, bro, peak. Sorry, chat. We didn't talk as much. Or I didn't talk as much. I didn't talk as much to chat. This time around. Just because we usually get into the conversation. But thank you guys for being here. I know there's a good amount of you guys just chilling and listening to the conversation. I'm back. Awesome stream. Thank you for coming back. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, we did like 2 hours. Pretty crazy. But yeah, just keep up the momentum up. Keep spreading the message. We seriously did something crazy today, guys, with the state of play. We really made a difference. I know you guys were talking about that earlier in the chat. Or sorry, you guys in chat were talking about it earlier in the stream. But yes, I really do think we made a difference today. And if not to Sony, we made a difference in the world, because every person who was watching that stream today, which was a ton of people, because there was like almost 200K people watching it on the YouTube and the Twitch combined. There's people, probably hundreds of thousands, watching streams of it, of their favorite streamers streaming it. People saw it, okay? People saw the message. That means new people who could even know what's going on. People might not even know what Destiny is, just got introduced to Destiny today and the movement today. So that's thanks to everybody who showed up and who keep spreading the word. We're doing this, guys. We're really making a difference here. Keep fighting. We're the Gardener's final argument. Yes, we are. The Gardener's final argument. That is who we are. We are doing it. We are really doing it, guys. And just keep it up. Keep it up. Don't stop spreading the word. But yeah, I think it's gonna about do it for the stream today, because I'm pretty hungry and I gotta lock in on this edit. It's so close to being done. This video. I'm hopefully gonna get it out by Friday, but I don't know about that. Try to get it out as soon as possible. It's an hour and a half right now, and I have a little bit more to add on to it, which might make it be like an hour and 40 minutes, 45, but it could there's a new entry. Oh, okay. Well, if you say that there's a new entry, we got to take a look at that. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. But I'll come back. We'll read Ultra Risen's new entry, and then we'll call it for the stream. But I'll be right back. Yo, Donkey's rating with a party of 29. Let's go. Yo, welcome everybody. Thanks for the raid, Donkey. Time to listen to the Lorca. W. Lorca is crazy. That's what I've become now. All right. Ultra, you still here? Holy crap. Twitch is going crazy. But for everybody joining in, because we got a huge raid. We're about to read Ultra Risen's. He's been working on a Destiny like fan series, like a fan rewrite of some of the expansion. He's been writing some lore for it. So we've been looking over the past few streams. We've been kind of looking at okay, he's here. Nice. We've been looking at his series, and reading his lore, and he's made a new lore tab. So we're gonna go take a look at that. But yeah, they're very interesting. If you're into the lore of Destiny, I think you'd very much enjoy his series. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, dude, did you see the VHS tape stuff? Yeah, if this is that would be his series, which we watched it a few weeks ago. And it's pretty good. It's really good. If you guys haven't checked it out, go watch Ultra Risen's like Destiny series. It's very good. It's on YouTube. I can put it in the chat if I can get a link for it. It's so cool, crazy high quality. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really well done. I'm excited for the Still Hunt catalyst. I hope it's Focus Fury. Wouldn't Focus Fury make a great Still Hunt catalyst, especially since Focus Fury is getting buffed? What is the YouTuber's name? His name is Ultra Risen. Here, I'll get the link for it right now. And I'll throw it in the chat so you guys can check it out. Here we go. Grabbing the link for it. Here we go. Hermes Imperative. All right, I'm throwing it in the Twitch chat right now. And I'll throw in YouTube chat right as well. Hello, Havoc. Welcome. What archive are you talking about? It's called the Hermes Imperative, which is the series name for Ultra Risen's series or his fan rewrite of Destiny. And he's got a bunch of lore for it. So yeah, the links in chat. See, let me pull it up. All right, here we go. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, Havoc. Nice to see you. All right. There we go. Here it is. So yeah, he's got a bunch of lore in his Discord. He's written. So we went through all of it over the course of the last few streams. There was some things to kind of like solve. Like there was in one of the videos there was a Google Drive link we had to put together. It took like an hour to get the link, but it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. It's like an ARG type thing. So if you guys are into that stuff, definitely check it out. And he's making more, so we'll keep checking it out on stream whenever he makes it. So let's see. Hidden archive, an archived message from on 326 sent to Ico006. So Honor to Ikora. I'm back. What I miss? We just finished up the conversation with Donkey. And then we are looking at Ultra Risen's lore that he wrote for his Destiny series. And we haven't started it just yet. So came back at a good time. You missed the D5 announcement? Destiny 5. Said that Ascendant Nomad completely disappeared from the D2 community a few years ago. After Final Shape, he just disappeared seemingly without a trace. Yeah. I really liked his videos. But I think he went back to school and got like a engineering degree or something like that. But yeah, he made some really great videos. Ascendant Nomad. All right, let's take a look at this. My investigation into the reports from the residents of the farm have been concerning. They aren't just paranoid. There's been unnerving activity within the forest surrounding the shard. According to the farm, it began around the same time that Pyramid arrived at the EDZ. Strange makeshift shrines, scattered human remains, camps that couldn't be any older than a few days, but appears completely abandoned. These camps all have one thing in common: banners and paraphernalia connected to the Concordat. Oh. Concordat. Let's go. This resurgence in Concordat activity is both unsettling and unusual. Other than the faction showing a clear interest in VIP 2014, okay, that's our Guardian, they have made a significant move since their leader's exile from the last city. What unsettles me the most is a discovery I made this morning. During a patrol in the EDZ, I stumbled across the body of an awoken woman at the edge of the forest. I was able to identify her as a paladin who recently went rogue, but her wounds didn't match any known weaponry within our database. She was wearing a Concordat uniform and had only 2 belongings on her person: a reef-made sidearm and a datapad. Upon cracking through the datapad's encryption, I was able to find a message that she had typed out, but wasn't able to hit send. Tell Paladin Oran, leave your Saturnian gay necklace, don't ever reach Harmony at sunset, just observe Io's next eclipse during the hunt every midnight. Okay, this is really good, but this part is really interesting because for those who don't know, in the lore, in Destiny's lore, the Awoken will send encrypted messages with like this, what was saying Paladin Oran, and then and then like a phrase, but then this Paladin Oran indicates that you need to take the first letter of every word and put them together and you get a sentence. So let's see what it is. So Lysander. So Lysander. Okay. Hasjoi has joined THEM has joined them. Lysander has joined them. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Lysander has joined them. Yep. That's pretty good, Ultra. That's pretty good. Oh man, you're bringing Lysander into this too? He's been doing a lot of cool stuff with like bringing like old plot lines that kind of faded away and bringing them into the story he's been doing. So like, this is really interesting. I'm gonna head out. See y'all soon. Remember, in 2 days is the 2-year anniversary of the Final Shape. Oh yeah, it is. It is. You're right. Oh, we'll see ya. We'll see ya. Click. Is this a Destiny ARG? Kind of. It is. Ultra's has been doing a fan series. Kind of rewriting the core like the last few expansions of the Light and Darkness saga, or at least from like Shadowkeep to Final Shape. And so I think he's doing like a whole actual like rewrite kind of video thing where he's gonna go into it. But he's been having these lore bits he's been writing. He's been creating these like analog horror videos on his YouTube channel, which are kind of like they have ARG elements baked into them. So it's pretty good. Why would there be a pyramid in the EDZ? That's a good question. That pyramid arrived at the EDZ. That's coming. Okay. Well, clearly that might be the Veil, or the whoever. Well, there's two. It's the Veil and the Dread. You're making a difference. There's two of them. So who could be going? Well, see, Lysander seemingly joined. The darkness here. Interesting. But who's coming to the EDZ in that pyramid? It's a good one. That's a good read, Ultra. That was really good. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. Go check out his series. There's a lot more of that. That'd be during the Black Fleet's arrival. Lysander joined the Witnesses' forces. Yes, but this I guess it's not clear when this. Well, no, it starts in Arrival. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, his story does start in a season of Arrivals. So yeah, it would be. For some reason, I thought it was Shadowkeep still. But no, this would take place in season of Arrivals. So yeah, it would be the pyramids coming for the first time. So yeah, Lysander joined them. The old Chicago post sounds like it's about the creature. Or sorry, not the witness. Would be Nezarec in this continuity. The old Chicago post sounds like it's about the creature under Old Chicago. Yes, it is. That one was very good. We read it last time, or 2 streams ago, I think it was. Which that was a good read. Can you summarize some of what this canon is aiming at? So Witness is replaced by Nezarec? Yes. I'll give a summary of the story so far in Ultra Risen's canon. So I'll just start so he's rewriting Shadowkeep to final shape. And it the first lore we get from Ultra's story, like the old one, it dates all the way back to the Golden Age is the farthest back in time we get, and the Golden Age. He wrote a whole story where Clovis encounters these pretty much what would be that we would come to know as the Dread. So there's a difference between the Dread and the Veil, which the Veil are. That is the name of what was going to be this race of darkness enemies, a darkness faction we would have gotten in the old D3 from way back in the day. But there's a difference between the two. But the series mentioned the darkness creatures on the planet Drifter went to. He hasn't mentioned it yet, but I think he's going to for sure. Unless he's making that planet Enceladus, which it's a in the Cabal worlds, but it might be if it makes it Enceladus, then technically it's already been mentioned. But so yeah, in the Golden Age in this story, Clovis is on, and the Deepstone Crypt stuff, that's all on Enceladus, and he's there working with didn't Drifter go outside the solar system for that? Yes, technically that was it's a Cabal. It's one of the Cabal Athenaeum worlds. It's Athenaeum World X. I think it's the name of it. So it is in Destiny canon, it's not Enceladus, but in the rewrite he might make it. I could see him doing that. Drifter's escapade will get its time in the spotlight. Okay. Honestly, considering that we had heard of Nezarec way before the Witness, why not retcon out the Witness? Yeah, because I think it was going. The original way D3 was going to be. It seems like it was going to end up, really focusing on Nezarec. But that didn't come to pass. So then they just made the Witness. But yeah, it does seem like it was going to be Nezarec, and that's what his series tackles is the what if future if we actually had gone D3 or the that storyline D3 was trying to tell a few years ago. But so yeah, Clovis finds he's working with Charles Mayron of the House Mayron, which Charles Mayron is a character he made up for the series, but the Mayron name, that family actually is part of the Black Armory, and we know of his wife, Charles Mayron's wife, is Henriette Mayron, which we know in Destiny as a character in Destiny canon. And then, of course, their daughter is Ada, which we know to be Ada 1. But he made Charles Mayron a new character, and that he was working with Clovis on Enceladus, and they came into contact with pretty much what he would call the Dread, which would be kind of, it's not the Veil, it's different. They're two different factions, but he came into contact with them. There's a whole thing where they broke out of containment. There was a whole thing where that they just caused some guys to turn on each other, but Clovis had discovered that these guys like to be fed, and he started feeding them humans to keep them fed, and Charles Mayron kind of didn't really like these inhumane experiences Clovis was doing, and ended up resigning and kind of abandoning the whole thing. But it was a bit too late by then, because we know from the Analog series that Clovis would come into contact with Nezarec and kind of incite the whole collapse through this experimentation he was doing. The collapse would come, Nezarec, who also goes by the Nastareth in this canon, comes, and there's a distinction that's made between the Veil and the Dread, which the Dread seem like, he calls them like warrior slaves, and the Veil are like the siblings of humanity, it seems like. So there's a interesting thing he's doing there, where the Veil might be like ancestors. And Ultra, if I'm getting anything wrong, please correct me. 'Cause I'm just going off what I read like a few weeks ago. But the collapse story kind of plays out how it is in Destiny. That's where we kind of are. And then the story, the Analog story, kind of begins. It begins in Season of Arrivals, where the Hidden are receiving, or had discovered these old analog, or old like videos from an AI known as the Messenger. You're doing good so far? Okay. Let's go. I'm just going off the dome right now. So I don't get anything wrong. But yeah, they find this AI called the Messenger, which starts to talk to them about stuff that happened in the past. But that's where it starts in Season of Arrivals. And like where the rewrite of the story begins. And yeah, and then so the old Chicago one that takes place back then, in the past, and it was like a cool little like what do you call it? Like the Chicago Creeps, I think it was called, or because it's almost like a ghost hunter show or whatever. These guys trying to go figure out, like, go hunt these urban legends of this creature, which would seem to be the creature in old Chicago. So he does a really good job of like making all this stuff really interesting. In Destiny, the Witness and Precursors were meant to parallel humanity, so Veil being siblings is cool, like Pairwatch from SCP. Yeah, it's really interesting what he's doing with like the humanity parallel thing, and then being like the Veil's pretty much seemingly being like ancestors of humanity. So yeah, it's really cool. Ultra, I'm hyped for more. I'm so excited for the next video. I'm really excited for it. So we will keep following the series. So I'm being called. Get that in a second. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, we will keep following this series. Yeah, I'll catch up when the series looks cool. I gotta go. Okay. Thank you for thank you for hanging out. Stung Sprung. Yeah, thank you. We'll see ya. But yeah, if you want to catch up on if you want to see my coverage of Ultra series, the past few streams we've been doing over on YouTube, you can go see the VOD, or on Twitch too, you can go see the VOD on Twitch. The past few, you can go look. And we've been covering it towards the very end of the stream, so you can go to the very end, and that's when we'll take a look at the Ultra series. So now we're just waiting for the next entry. So if that's a video or another piece of lore, but as soon as it comes out, we'll take a look at it for sure. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me for the stream. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out. We had a great conversation with Donkey. If you're from the Donkey raid, thank you. If you're not subscribed to Donkey, go subscribe to Donkey. He's a great guy. Makes some awesome content. And yeah, we'll might do another hot tub stream pretty soon, it seems like. So who knows? Might be doing it this weekend or something. We might. So we'll see. But GG's. All right, thank you, Deathbit, for hanging out. Thank you. But yeah, that'll be it for me. New video very soon. It's a big one. Yeah, it's like an hour and a half still. It's a whole thing. But that's gonna come out as soon as I can. And then June 9. We'll be there for June 9. We'll be streaming a lot next week. Getting through the whole update. So a lot of cool stuff on the way. A lot of cool stuff on the way on like all fronts. So but yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right.